meatloaf! We want it now!
Ask me about my wiener!
Would you like to have a suckle of my zipper? Like Perfect 10?
Cool beans.
Cool beans.
And you never once paid for drugs. Yeah, Jamie.
We want a shrubbery!
Slippy, slappy, slimming, Swanson?
I'm a peacock! You gotta let me fly! Shut up!
Welcome back to the funniest movie ever. I'm your host, Rip. Across from me is my co-host, Chaps. Say hi, Chaps.
Hello.
Across from him is Hannah. Say hi, Hannah.
Hello.
And across from her is Jim. Say hi, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Reusing material already.
All right. Fade in, it's bracket day. We're pitting the 16 movies we covered this season against each other. 4 divisions, a lot of laughs, a lot of charm, and according to one of us, I won't name names, too many dick jokes. But first, how are you? What's new and what are you watching? Let's start with you, Jim.
Thank you. I've been watching a lot of true crime-inspired dramas lately. Some of you might have seen Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix. I thought this was a terrible series. Couldn't actually finish the last episode. I found a lot of it to be not factual, which really,
Did you
me.
do your own research?
Yeah, of course.
He's got the yarn. He's got the red yarn.
Yeah.
I need to have like Wikipedia open while I'm watching like a true crime series and sort of not that Wikipedia is like the source of truth or anything.
Yeah.
It's better than the producers of the Ed Gein story, that's for sure.
Is that the same people that did the one with
the Lyle Menendez?
Yeah.
And so it does go through like some things about how it inspired other movies like Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of the Lambs. But again, it was more about like myths and stuff, so it wasn't actually that factual. And I felt like it was just dragged out. Like, why does everything have to be like 8 episodes in every series? It has to be like, that to get their money's worth, I guess, with Netflix. But it could have easily been like 3 episodes really tight, or just like a movie. It would have been happening with that. Also watching Murder, Death in the Family. It's on Disney Plus Hulu. It's another true crime one based on the Murder or Murdoch family. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. It's got Jason Clarke in it. Australia represent. Super good actor though. Like there's some moments you forget that he's acting, and he's just like just so good in it. So definitely recommend watching it just for his performance. And then obviously getting a bit more into the comedy territory. South Park seasons 27, 28. What can I say?
Are those the
classic.
latest?
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's only like 6 episodes in each of the new seasons, but it's been pretty funny, very comical with what's going on in the world. A lot of talk about Labubu's, Sora AI, and a lot of other things I probably can't mention while we're being recorded.
Are they back? Is South Park back? I know I took a break when they did the whole like marsh like farms thing.
Oh, yeah.
Integrity
Farms,
they did a couple of the specials, but I mean, one of the latest episodes was called South Park Sucks Now. So they're back, yeah.
I don't like that they're self-aware. Let's throw it over to Hannah. What are you watching?
I recently did rewatches of the pod episodes, but before I did those, I watched Holes.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's such a classic.
Yeah.
I'm too tired, Grandpa.
Stanley Yelnats.
It's literally so quotable. And honestly, how is that a children's movie? They like take Sam out and execute
On
him.
field trips, we'd watch it on the bus going to like field trips and camps and stuff.
I think they're going to leave us out here.
Like inspired a whole generation to dig holes.
Australian field trips actually were just digging holes. They're just going to they dig holes. Sorry to expose you, Jim. It's a true story.
That's all my secret shame.
He was like, yeah, but we got to pick our own nicknames.
Okay, so what's remind me, what's the crap they find out there? Like the jelly in the jar?
Oh,
like,
it's the
like
jam.
The jam.
The jam, the peaches. It's the peaches. Because Sam used to trade the onions for the peaches.
Right.
And like every time with the school teacher. Kissing Kate Barlow, that was her name.
Kissing Kate Barlow.
That was the school teacher's name?
Yeah, Kissing Kate Barlow.
That's not a good name for
You're a parent, you learned that your teacher's kissing Kate.
Kissing Kate.
Because after she got her revenge arc, she like, after Sam dies, she quits being a teacher and becomes like a
renegade?
A renegade, I guess, yeah.
On the run from the law?
Yeah. And she would kiss everybody that she would kill. I've also been watching How I Met Your Mother. A lot of rewatches I've been doing.
Okay,
actually.
okay.
So rewatching How I Met Your Mother. I'm somehow on season 7. So
You can churn through them pretty quickly. I
Oh
found.
yeah, getting through it. And this is like the first time rewatching being the age that they are in like the
Right.
first season.
Yeah, that
I've always
hurts.
been, yeah.
Sad realization.
Yeah, I've always been much younger, and I was like, oh wow, they seem so much older in
Yeah.
the show.
Aspirational when you're a teenager and kind of sad when you're an adult.
But the like saddest part is definitely when you see their apartment and you're like, how are they affording this at 28?
Just like
New York
7 of
City,
them live in
Manhattan.
one place.
Yeah, like Marshall's in law school. Like, how does he have money?
True.
What always gets me, I feel like people like hate on Ted now.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always been fun to hate on Ted, though.
And like we get it, Ted sucks.
Yeah.
But also like I kind of get it. I can't relate, but he's like single and like in his like mid 30s.
He's an architect,
homeboy,
right?
Homeboy's just lonely.
No one wants to build his buildings. He keeps designing.
No one wants to build his buildings.
Mosby's design.
Mosby's Designs has failed. Chaps, what are you watching?
I've dived into some new things recently. My partner and I checked out Frankenstein. Not a bad movie, but also not a good one either. It's kind of, I was talking to Jim earlier about this. It's like Netflix has like a filter that they put on every fucking movie so they all kind of look the same. And while this is like Guillermo del Toro, he's got awesome set design and character design. It still just looks like a Netflix, like The Gray Man, like lighting. It just looks awful. And like everyone's raving about Jacob Elordi right now in it. And like, I don't know. I don't see it. Like the guy's just kind of bumbling around, being like, "Ugh." And like everyone's like, oh my God, it's a
He's
great
just,
performance.
He's just playing an Australian. Yeah.
I mean, like Peter Mayhew as Chewbacca did way more work and never got as much credit as this guy's getting.
He's channeling all the pent up rage from digging holes in the outback.
Exactly. Also checked out Ballerina. Honestly, this was I did not finish this one.
You didn't finish it, Ed?
I did not. I got 2/3 of the way through, which is like I might as well just wrap it up and wait till the end. I got to where she gets to like the village of assassins, which I thought was cool, but I think I'm just like over it, like in terms of John Wickian violence and just like everyone's getting shot in the head every 2 seconds, and it's just I don't know, lots of bullets flying. And honestly, I think we've gone too far with nightclub fight scenes.
I could not disagree with you more on that.
I used to love them. I used to love them, but I think people are just too caught up wondering whether they could. They haven't stopped to think whether they should.
No.
And I don't think every fucking spy movie needs a nightclub fight scene now.
Next, you're gonna tell me, like-
every movie has it. I'm just over it.
You're about to tell me like elevator scenes in these movies are like overrated too.
We haven't gotten an elevator scene in one of these action movies in ages. Bring that back.
That's true. The last John Wick was just a lot of staircases. There was not an elevator in sight in that last John Wick.
Well, if it's anything like my condo, they're always out of service, these elevators. Just a resort to using the stairs. Yeah.
Ballerina spoilers. Did you get to the cameo?
Of John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, looks like you're already doing it. It's like,
Oh my God! Did Keanu Reeves just show up?
yeah, I was like, what's this about? Yeah.
Do you think that was like necessary? Like,
No.
I honestly
Not
thought
in
she
the
was
slightest.
carrying the movie on her own. I don't think we
I don't
needed
know.
him.
She's fine. Some people really sell action, and I don't think she did sell action too much to me. Like, some actresses really put like weight behind every move and whatnot, and hers just felt like her punches were just like landing on a face and not following through. I don't know. I didn't buy it.
How
from her.
fucking closely are you watching the movie?
I just saw it. Like, hey, it was just-
It's like reenacting the fight like
Yeah.
scenes.
Yeah. I haven't been watching too much, but last night I did decide to throw on the Thad Castle Kevin James movie on Amazon Prime because I hate myself.
Alan
clearly.
Richardson.
It's horrible.
I will say the first 5 minutes, we were introduced to Thad Castle, and I was like stoked. I'm like, oh my God, we're getting like old school Thad Castle.
So what's the plot of this movie?
This is why I did not finish. I DNF.
It has not.
It starts off and it's like I think Kevin James is essentially like a stepdad, and he's trying to relate to his kid, and it's the most basic plot where classic like Kevin James can't relate to his stepson because Kevin James of all people is an athlete and his son wants to dance. And so in comes
unreal.
Thad Castle, who obviously is like whipping footballs at his son.
Right.
And he's like, yo, like, can I throw footballs at your son? And like, you know what I mean? Let's bond over throwing footballs at our sons. I'm like, okay, this makes sense. Then it takes this weird like turn where, spoilers for Playdate, it turns out Thad Castle. Well, it turns out,
Yes.
turns out Thad Castle's son is actually a clone of him. And I'm like, And I'm like, I'm done.
Come on, that can't be real.
It's very much real.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I DNF'd
How
right,
do these
right
movies
there.
get made? It's just like, who reads the script and is like, yeah, he's a clone of him. Yeah, it makes
I
sense.
feel bad because like
It's not a
I
sci-fi
want-
movie. What the fuck are you doing?
I want more Thad Castle in comedies, and I want him to do other stuff, even though like I've heard really good things about Reacher.
Oh, Reacher's awesome. Yeah.
And I feel like maybe this was his branch out where he's like, you know what, I'm going to go back to my roots and like stick Oreos up my ass.
Dip the toes back in.
Yeah, right? And now he's going to be like, I made a horrible mistake. I'm going to go do
He's
more push-ups.
blacklisted again from all those dramas and action movies.
He
gotta
probably got
create a
the
clone.
email. He probably got the email. It's like, oh, Kevin James. I wonder if Sandler's involved. Like, I'm not even going to read the script. I'm just going to sign on.
Spoiler, Sandler was the son.
Hey, why you throwing him about that?
I'm a clone.
But like, does his son ever get to dance?
I mean,
He
obviously,
didn't finish it, so that's the big finish, right? That's the climax.
I might have like walked by the TV towards the end and saw him like doing some TikTok dances, you know?
That's the kind of dancer he wants to be.
I don't know.
Content creator.
Yeah, probably.
I was really picturing Troy Bolton coming out here.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been okay with that. Also, Kevin James, like, what are we doing here, buddy? Like, he's trying to teach him how to throw a perfect spiral.
Also, like, what position was he playing in football with Kevin James? Like a defenseman, like a linesman? Like,
As someone who really enjoys King of Queens, I can tell you, he used to be a high school athlete.
he's not a quarterback.
All right, let's take our first break, and then when we're back, we'll dive in. Hey, TFME listeners, you can find us every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're enjoying the episode, don't forget to hit subscribe and drop us 5 stars. Instagram and Letterboxd links are in the episode's description. Okay, we're back. So this is our second go at this. We covered 16 movies this season across 4 divisions. Those 4 divisions are That New. That's movies from the last 3 years. Bargain Bin, so essentially DVDs you'd expect to find at your local thrift store. Sequels, it's pretty self-explanatory. And lastly, Chaps is looking at me because he knows I can't say it.
You're going to say it.
I hate it
You're
so
going to
much.
say it. Fucking say the name.
The Good, the Bad, and the Dadly. Which, crickets right now.
I'll add in the sound effects.
I'll add it in post.
Studio applause.
All right, let's start with some general thoughts on the season. Other than the collection of movies from 2006, did anything stick out to you guys watching them? Certain styles or subgenres that hit harder than you expected? Anything lacking? Thoughts on doing the divisions? Let's start with you, Hannah.
I really like the divisions. I was referring to whatever bad joke that was for the dad ones as stoner comedies. So
That's fair.
I thought this season though was really good. I thought a lot of the movies like were about dragging out the bit, which I really enjoyed. Like with Monty Python, you know, they really nailed it into the ground, or even Hundreds of Beavers. So I really enjoyed those ones over the rewatches of like the old like 2006 comedies, which
Okay.
I thought I would have enjoyed more.
All 4 of them. All 4 2006 comedies.
Yeah, well, you know, they hit, like, but yeah, I was really surprised as to which way I leaned in the end of my rankings.
Right on. Chaps, any thoughts?
I was pleasantly surprised by all the new movies, to be honest. Like, it's hard. We all know comedy's hard these days. It's very subjective, and you can't really get away with a whole lot anymore. But all the new movies really stood out to me, really.
Yeah, honestly, I share that sentiment too. I couldn't believe it. Hundreds of Beavers especially came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to just be honest with you guys right now. I'm riding really hard for Beavers. I have an agenda today for Hundreds of Beavers.
Jim, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of break the movies down into 2 themes. A lot of them were like very visual slapstick heavy, and then the others were like raunchy comedies. So for me, I prefer the raunchy comedy, hence my votes seem to be a bit skewed in a particular direction compared to some of the others. But yeah, a few interesting themes. It was like a man-child syndrome, or like men avoiding adulthood in most of the
Right,
movies,
yeah.
like Accepted, Grandma's Boy, 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Clerks
Without
2.
a Pebble, Clerks 2, American Pie 2, 22 Jump Street.
Most of the movies.
Yeah, basically,
All right, wrap
men
it
just
up.
can't.
Jim used all of our content. We can go home.
I did want to shout out that 3 of the movies included some jokes that the RSPCA might not like about animal welfare. Ricky Stanicky, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and Clerks 2 is probably the worst one. We can all agree. And then had a lot of the same actor in multiple movies. So biggest one being Jonah Hill, appeared across 4 of the movies, Accepted, Grandma's Boy, 40-Year-Old Virgin, 22 Jump Street, obviously. Paul Rudd is in 2 of the movies, so that I loved. The late great John Candy always makes an appearance, I feel, in these types of things.
Yeah.
And then one you might have missed is Eugene Levy, obviously in American Pie 2, but then he's the car salesman at the start of Lampoon's Vacation. So
He is, yeah.
It was, I had to Google that one initially. I'm like, surely that's not him.
The eyebrows don't line up,
No
right?
mustache or facial hair. So yeah, a couple of themes I saw over these course of movies.
I love it. You just you recycled that red yarn, from your murder docu series.
He actually brought the board
He was in
with
the
him.
situation room just,
As you can see, the guy with the question mark on his face. That's not actually his face. All right, let's start with our round 1 matchup. From that new division, we have our number 1 seed, Ricky Stanicky, taking on our number 4 seed, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. A quick note on how this is going to work. Our first few rounds will be divisional matchups. Of course, the winners of each division will make up our final 4, where we will then have the winners from each division face off. Okay, Ricky Stanicky, Unbearable Weight. Let's talk. Chaps, let's start with you.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to give it away a little bit. I am leaning Stanicky over Unbearable Weight, which is kind of a shame for this one. Like, I do love Unbearable Weight. We get a great duo out of Pedro and Nicolas Cage in that one, but fuck, Ricky Stanicky gives us Rock Hard Rod, and that's like an all-time character for me. Like, in the last couple of years, have you seen a more interesting or funny kind of character piece come out of a movie? Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't name another guy as funny as John Cena in this role.
So, I mean, this is really interesting. We can start at cast then, right? I mean, did a character performance like our past winner, White Goodman, steal the show for you?
It's kind of it, yeah.
And it is kind of exactly like that, right? I mean, have we seen such a strong, like, lead character just ham it up?
Yeah, this is the kind of role where it's like you'd expect to see this character develop on like an SNL first, and then they get like a movie. But no, this like they just came out of left field with this straight to Amazon Prime Ricky Stanicky movie with fucking Rock Hard Rod and his boner jams. Like, it's so funny, man.
But I think at the same time, though, like, if you look at Unbearable Weight, like, Javi, I don't think could be played by, like, somebody else. Like, Pedro Pascal, like, really sells that role.
I agree, yeah.
I am Javi.
I am happy.
But also, I agree with you that, like, I was leaning more towards Ricky Stanicky. I personally don't like drug scenes, like, in movies, because I feel like
This is an odd one.
it's not a very accurate depiction. And
So you're telling me that the acid trip in Unbearable Weight wasn't accurate at all?
It's always, it's too, like, taken too far.
Yeah.
Right,
And, like, I just feel like it's like an easy way to get, like, easy jokes, like, you know, like, go for the cheap shots. You're like, oh, they're on drugs, so, like, it's funny
so
that
funny.
the wall was like 8 feet.
Very memeable moment though. Like it's the biggest thing to come out of that movie. I think.
The whole look between them while they're driving down that Oceanside Road.
I love it. Hannah's like, I want more realistic, like, drug trips. And it's just them staring in a mirror for like 6 hours. And then they're like, why did I do this? There's like 12 of me.
I was looking for Fear and Loathing. That's really like.
I mean, while we're on cast, though, I do want to shout out Nicolas Cage's performance.
Yeah.
First of all, being a real gem, just agreeing to do this when it's clearly like poking fun at him.
It is in a way, but it's also like admiring him too, right? Like, and I think that's something we talked about on the episodes. The screenwriters and the director, they really wanted it to feel like it was coming from a place of like, we fucking love your movies, and we want you to be part of this funny thing. We don't want it to feel like admonishing on you. So I do think it toes that line nicely, where it's like, yeah, it's awesome that Javi has this collection of all these artifacts of Nicolas Cage. He's got the golden guns and everything from Face Off and stuff. Like, it's so cool.
No Declaration of Independence, though. I remember I couldn't see it.
They probably couldn't get the rights from Disney to
Couldn't
drop
get the
it
rights
in.
from the founding
He
fathers.
probably had it, but someone
From the
stole
Boston
it. So
Nicolas Cage stole it back from him.
Honestly, that's the sequel right there.
Javi,
Meta National Treasure.
Javi, I'm going to steal your Declaration of Independence.
it was a very meta movie, very self-aware. I think that's why I loved it so much. And yeah, it's like a lot of those late 90s, early 2000s things that people started to poke fun of online, a few years ago, like Nickelback and Nicolas Cage. And now people love those things. And they've realized, it's not too bad to be a little bit cliche, a little bit,
For sure, man, yeah.
So yeah, I really loved the movie and did love Nicolas Cage in it, but I'm a bit of a Cage head myself, so that's probably why I ranked it pretty high. And who doesn't love a good bromance too? So seeing their relationship, bloom was very good.
For sure, right? And what I'll say too while we're on cast, and I'm also skewing Ricky Stanicky, but bonus points to Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage, because in my opinion, they're both crushing it. Whereas Ricky Stanicki's very much a John Cena movie,
Oh,
right?
it's the John Cena show.
You can replace any one of Zac Efron and whoever else is in that movie with any other character, and you get the same outcome.
Honestly, while we're on this moment, like I just have to say I can't stand Andrew Santino.
Oh, really?
I think he isn't playing a character. I just truly think he's. Like everything else that I've seen of him, I just truly think he sucks in real life too.
And on Zac Efron, he actually has got pretty good like comedy chops, and he doesn't really play them in this movie. Like he's the straight man, and he's kind of a bit wasted, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You could have had him play Ricky Stanicki. Probably wouldn't have been as funny as Cena, but probably would have been better utilizing him that way. Also on the cast, this movie was filmed in Australia. I just had to mention that. Really? That's why towards the end of the movie, half the characters end up having like weird half Australian American accents, and that really pulled me out of it.
That's so funny.
Like it kind of irked me quite a bit.
I love it. Hannah's like, the drugs did me in. Jim's like, the Australianness of it. I just like,
there's a
really
reason I'm
want
not there.
realism.
Yeah. So that did actually pull me out of the movie. So I feel like they could have tightened Ricky Stanicki up like to be like 90 minutes exact runtime. And
Yeah.
a couple of parts I kind of like lost interest, but then the ending brings you back in. So
sure.
Or like more boner songs.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, there's so many.
shout out to the writers coming up with those many boner jokes.
Why didn't it end with like, those infomercials where it's like, you can get 9 discs for $19.99 of boner jams, and it's just like Rod playing all this.
after dressing up like Britney Spears, Cena was like, I'm not doing it again. Like, you're not putting more disguises on me. I'm done. Before we wrap up, I do want to bring up one last discussion point. And I'm going to do this with all of the divisions. So these are both new movies.
Yep.
They interestingly took two different approaches, right? Where we got one is kind of more charm. Your Nicolas Cage, Pedro Pascal,
It's also a bit more
Weight.
of like an action-oriented movie.
A little
Yeah.
bit more action. Whereas Ricky Stanicki's the first like pure comedy that we've gotten in a while, right?
Yeah, it's not like genre bended with something else, right?
It's not an A24 movie. It's not indie. It's
so
kind of like
just-
those mid-budget comedies. Yeah.
I want your thoughts on that. Like, do we think maybe if they steered away from the action with like the Nicolas Cage movie and just kind of went harder on a straight comedy, like would that have benefited it?
I think that movie needed to go the way it did.
Do you think so?
I think as it was set up, it's like this Nicolas Cage meta movie. It's got to end with some sort of nod to his action days, like movies like The Rock and Con Air and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that it went that route. I just think Ricky Stanicki as a comedy movie is just, like you said, a true comedy. It's just got more laughs, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think that like if it were to go the direction of just comedy, you would get sick of it after 45 minutes. It would just be like they'd just be recycling the same Nicolas Cage jokes.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think Cage can make the transition to pure comedy like Cena did with like wrestling and action. I don't think he. I mean, prove me wrong, Nick. Prove me wrong.
I would actually love, I would love to see that.
He tried it with Crudes too. I don't know if you're familiar with Crudes.
It's my favorite movie.
Honestly, I just have to say though, like Ricky Stanicki really is one of those laugh per second movie. Like
It is.
there's something where picking up Rod at the airport and he's covered in piss. And
It's not what you think. It's piss.
He's like, they're like, are you drunk? He's like, no, like he's like, Stanicki's in the program. What are you talking about? Like
Put your wallet in my
clean.
mouth.
When he's like, "Oh, I've seen this. Leather helps." Like, I was dying.
Bite down on this.
All right. With that, again, I don't think I can say it's time to vote. With that, let's vote.
Good, Jeff.
Don't come for me, Jeff. Jim, let's start with you.
So I did rank The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent above Ricky Stanicki, but now we've talked through it. I think I'm gonna
gonna
change. I'm flipping. My vote goes with Ricky Stanicki.
Chaps.
Yeah, like I said, this is a tough matchup for Unbearable Weight to draw in the first round. Like it's such a good movie. I don't think there's any shade on that movie, but I have to go Ricky Stanicki.
Hannah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ricky Stanicki as well. Unbearable Weight did not align with the season of dick jokes, so
It's true.
it was a little too wholesome for me. So.
What about the whole scene about Nicolas Cage saying that he thinks Javi wants to fuck him or have him fuck his wife or have him watch when he fucks his wife? Does that count?
Not really. It's
not a dick joke.
Yeah, it's not a dick joke. It's too classy.
So it's going to be Ricky Stanicki
That's a
for
cunt
you.
joke.
Yeah, it's a Ricky Stanicki.
That's a clean sweep because it's Ricky Stanicki for me.
Oh.
Okay, next matchup. This is going to be a banger. Hundreds of Beavers, our number 2 seed, taking on Friendship, our number 3 seed.
Wow.
Let's start with you, Chaps.
Like, I mean, I've already told you guys I have an agenda today, and it's that Hundreds of Beavers is the best movie I've seen in recent memory. So honestly, I'm just going to go with that right away. But I'll talk a little bit about friendship. This was a stretch for me. I was giving Rip a solid on this one, trying to get into some Tim Robinson, because everyone knows I'm not really a big Tim Robinson fan. And it had moments, it won me over in certain parts, but at the end of the day, I thought it was just a weird-ass fucking movie that a lot of the character choices didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
You kind of agree. Friendship, I thought it started off as like, I love you, man.
Yeah,
and then quickly turned into like Tyler Durden mentally unraveling in Fight Club.
yeah, for sure.
It was an A24 movie. If you watch the trailer, it's cut like a horror movie.
Yeah.
So that kind of does give you a heads up that it's not going to be, you know, very clean cut bromance comedy or anything like that. But it's definitely got a unique tone. And they do have a lot of strong chemistry, I guess, Paul Rudd.
They do, yeah. See, I'm really torn here because I ride for Tim Robinson. Like Timmy is my boy. Okay, and
You're my boy.
I saw Friendship. That's like the first movie I saw opening night since like Return of the King. Okay.
Oh my God, throwback.
Yeah. And I couldn't help but notice it doesn't. It's like it's not his vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we talked about this on the episode where it's very evident he did not write this.
100%.
It's written for him, and it seems to me it's written for him in the sense that we're gonna meme things that you say.
Yeah.
Whereas when Tim does it, it gets memed naturally. Does that make sense to you?
I hear what you're saying. To me, it was like, it's like they didn't know he was going to be in the movie until too late and had to rewrite the movie to fit his comedic sensibilities. And then certain parts just don't work because of that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know, I live on the I think you should leave subreddit.
I know you do. In there every day.
There's no this is cherry or ocean view dining clothes.
There's no
right?
coffin
It's just-
flopping.
meanwhile, you know, Chair Company out right now. It's being memed to hell. It's hilarious. This is the worst pillow. I have the worst pillow in town. Was this thing made of metal?
Are you only seeing these memes on just the Tim Robinson subreddit? Is that where you're getting your information from? Because I haven't seen any other memes.
It's failed to make my social media.
He's actually running the subreddit.
But the Tim Robinson guy, he's pretty funny, huh?
Please subscribe.
As a 33-year-old male, I get all of my information from a group chat or a subreddit.
Yes,
So-
fair. I do agree with that. Confirmed.
The boys do love using a Tim Robinson meme.
I just think that also with Friendship, like how you were saying, like it seems like the jokes are written for him.
Yeah.
It's just too cringy. Like when he puts the soap in his mouth and he's like, I'm a bad boy. Like I couldn't. I like almost walked away.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I laughed really hard at that.
It's got some really funny moments. Like there's what I was thinking about, like the stuff in the tunnels.
The sewers.
The
Yeah.
sewers was like
Yeah.
really interesting. Like
Random, yeah.
Just fucking also left his wife down there.
Just
Like,
left his wife there. Yeah.
really fucking crazy.
when
to
the
me.
cops show up at his house and he's like, oh, like, are you three the only ones who live here? And he's like, no, my wife does too. He's like, where is she? Oh, she's in the sewers.
It's so weird. But at the very end, when he goes back to Paul Rudd's house, and he's waving the gun around. He's like, I'm too nervous. Like, that stuff's actually funny. But again, it's like it's few and far between where the jokes are landing for me. In it.
Yeah.
It's true. Like it's like the subtle ones I find that like I didn't like in the movie. Like when he gets his boots wet, he's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, what am I to do? Like it doesn't hit as hard as like like when he freaks out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even when he's doing the conference call and like that's when he like gets the gun and then he turns out his like Paul Rudd's wife's home in the house and he's like trying to get out of the house, but he still has the gun
It's
in
like,
his
put the
hand.
gun back. Like, what are you
Right? He's trying to climb the fence with the gun like holding it in. But there are subtle moments, but Hundreds of Beavers. Just,
Oh, let's talk. Let's
But
talk.
before we
100
jump into
Beavers.
Hundreds of Beavers, I just want to point out one thing is that like we get a lot of, as Jim mentioned, you know, slapstick versus charm, right? This isn't really either Friendship.
Oh, yeah,
because it's not a charming movie,
no,
right? It's
no.
as Jim mentioned, it's kind of written as a thriller. Horror. Like it's got the A24
it's not even
vibe.
not even black comedy. It's because I don't think that comedy piece is quite there
Yeah,
for
exactly,
it
yeah.
to be that. It's delivered really dry. So
It deals with a very interesting theme of like loneliness and stuff like that, but I don't think it ever like resolves it either. Like it's just like here's this like deep theme we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
And then at the end he's just gonna make dumb decisions to like not even resolve, like no character growth, like not even a little.
The
bit.
resolution was his like fever dream at the end.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk character growth then with hundreds of beavers.
I just have one more thing.
I've got one more point. Let's go.
Just to touch on this male loneliness epidemic that's going on that they talk about. He tries to befriend only minors, and then he wants to go to bars. That's it. He's like, it's like sun's like it's 7:30 in the morning. We are not going to the bar.
Can I get your POV on the toad licking scene? Oh,
yes, is
this realistic drug use
Because
for
that
you?
is like the salvia you buy from the convenience store when you were like 14 that you did in the forest with your friends.
I just ordered a sandwich.
You're gonna come back here and lay down and lick this toad.
Friggin' toad ripped me off. Okay, hundreds of beavers. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Go for it. I want to hear it.
Lowest ranking, hated it.
Wow,
Bro.
I'm sorry. I don't really love that sort of slapstick Looney Tunes style one.
That's fair.
I really appreciate that it was made on like a super tiny budget, and it does look very great, very artistic, very creative. I do love like the video game references, like a lot of Zelda sort of esque things, bit of Mario in there. But it was really hard for me to get through this one.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, definitely going against the grain. But yeah, I mean, I can't really say much more than that.
That checks out though, because I think when we did this episode, we were like, you're either going to love this movie with all your heart, or you're going to hate it with a fiery passion. And that's kind of seems like where you land on it. It's like it either hits for you or it doesn't.
Yeah.
But like for all the reasons Jim just said, that like the video game inspirations, all that stuff that just added to the slapstick fucking brilliance to me. Like it was so good.
I mean, I wrote a letterbox review about this, and I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I think I summed it up best when it can be like, oh, the video game references, like you said, references to what Buster Keaton and such, and I'm like, no. At the end of the day, I just kind of want to see a beaver get kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's what you want. Some of the funniest
Back
parts.
to the dick jokes.
Some of the funniest parts are just like you see like 4 beavers in the background with high vis vests on, and they're like building a dam. And you're like, what the fuck? This is so good.
To be fair, I did hate Looney Tunes as a kid, and I was completely sober when I watched this. So I don't know if that kind
That's
of
a
affected,
huge
affected
Absolutely.
the
30
watching
minutes
of it.
in, I stopped, went and got high, continued watching, and it got even
Yeah,
better.
maybe I'll try this again.
I have the receipts from Chops where, again, I think it was 10 minutes in, I'm like, he's going to hate this. I texted him, I'm like, are you watching it? And he goes, just paused it, going to get high.
Yeah, 100%. You needed to be stoned for this movie. And then halfway through, I'm like, I'm still not stoned enough for this movie.
I could be more stoned for this one.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, I turned around and now I come back and all of a sudden they're a mecha beaver?
Yeah, Mecha Beaver's really funny. I also just like kudos to the team for like made on $150,000 budget in the north woods of Wisconsin, and then the guy did 1,500 effect shots on his home computer. I love the way that this is written in the article I was reading. On his home computer makes it sound like it was like your dad's computer in the living room, and it's like barely alive.
Dell Inspiron 500.
Very quickly, before we move on to the vote, let's talk new here. 2 different approaches again, right? One's kind of, would you call it like a rehash, I guess? I see a lot of comps of, I Love You Man and Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Whereas the other was like, no, we're going to throw it all the way back.
Yeah.
And just take a new spin on something that we haven't seen in, decades?
Yeah. I totally agree. That's a good summation of the 2 movies.
2 interesting approaches.
They really beat the jokes to death in Hundreds of Beavers, which like it was really nice. Like the one about like the bird, like when you'd whistle every time, and you're like, oh, that bird's coming. Like he's not getting that food.
One of my favorite bits in the movie was the tracks. Like they told like a whole story just with animal tracks, and I just thought it was so clever. It's not like a laugh out loud moment, but it's so clever the way they told that story of like, oh, it's the one beaver walk, and then he meets another one, then they screw, and then they have beaver kids, and then oh fuck, they died. Like, it's just funny the way they did it. Just really clever, like filmmaking and craft.
Yeah, kind of. It was the opposite of like Friendship, where it was like the subtle ones didn't hit as hard in that, but Hundreds of Beavers, like the subtle ones, like were hilarious.
Yeah. I think it's what you got to do to get your comedy movie made now. It has to be different.
Yeah.
It can't just be like your Ricky Stanicky. Like it's got to have that point of difference, which is good and bad. I mean, you get those super creative things like Hundreds of Beavers, and then you get some ones that aren't great, like Friendship.
Or, Playdate, where it's like, hey, let's take this common trope of, stepdad can't relate to his son, but then the son's a clone.
That's strange to me, man. What?
All right, let's start our vote here with you chaps.
I'm going Hundreds of Beavers all the way to the end.
Hannah?
Yeah, Hundreds of Beavers.
I'm going to vote for Friendship. Fuck you guys. Jim?
Wow, I'm also voting for Friendship.
Oh, first tie.
We have our first tie here. Does anybody want to switch their vote?
Absolutely not, Jeff.
Do you want to give me an argument as to why I should?
I feel like
closing
Rip's vote
remarks?
here is just a contrarian vote.
It's not.
I think I look at the rankings and I know you ranked Hundreds of Beavers higher than Friendship.
He's the most
I actually
gettable.
didn't.
Yeah.
They were 3 and 4, I think, for me.
I don't know. I think you're just being
But you know what?
subversive here.
I will change my vote to Hundreds of Beavers. I was throwing a bone to Tim Robinson, but at the end of the day, I do think Hundreds of Beavers deserves to move on versus Friendship.
It's just a funnier movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And Hannah's. And now Rip's. Sorry, Jim.
Not mine.
Okay, Hundreds of Beavers moves on. We're going to do our first matchup here of the bargain bin. We got Grandma's Boy, our number 1 seed, taking on our number 4 seed, Without a Paddle.
This is actually kind of a tough one.
This is a bin. This is a garbage bin.
This is a garbage bin.
Okay, with that, Jim, why don't you kick us off?
I mean, what can I say? You know, very stoner comedy-esque from Grandma's Boy. Pretty juvenile, bit dated, and you know, I don't actually mind those sorts of things. But I'm a basic man, right? I see Jonah Hill, and I like, you know.
I see Jonah Hill getting kicked in the shin, and I'm like, kick him in the other one.
But I think it's like a time capsule of like the weed comedy era, right?
It's very much a Happy Madison production.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell right away.
Yeah.
I mean,
just from the cast and the jokes and everything. So
the like subtle racism.
yeah, I mean, it
Yeah.
really doesn't stand up. But I mean, I ranked it very low, but also ranked Without a Paddle very low too. So
That's same. I ranked both of these quite low on my list, and I actually wasn't expecting them to go head to head. I thought they'd be taken out by something way better. But the bargain bin, like you said, is a garbage bin this year. 2006 was tough.
Why don't we start with the cast then? Because these are both, I guess, kind of ensemble movies, right? We have a trio and kind of a trio. I mean, I know his name's Alex in Grandma's Boy, right? He's your lead, right? But then, you know, we got
Your
Samantha,
Dante.
we got our Dante, right?
Mr. Was it
Mr. Cheezel.
Mr. Cheezel? Yeah.
Mr. Cheezel, yeah.
Where do you get your weed from?
Get my weed from you, Dante.
How did we feel about the cast though of Without a Paddle? Because this is the most dated thing I think about both of these movies is
Yeah, Dak Shepard,
Shepard.
Matthew Lillard,
Shaggy Doo, and Seth Green.
I think they're surprisingly pretty solid for what it is. Again, it kind of reminds me of one of those movies you would watch as like a teenager and just think it's great at the time. And then in a rewatch, it just doesn't hold up. I found there was movies here that I had a lot of nostalgia for. And that's why they ranked higher. But this was one that I didn't really get any nostalgia by watching again.
Really? Yeah.
I was like in the same boat where like I wanted that nostalgia from because I remember, like you said, I remember loving Without a Paddle when I was in middle school, high school, or whatever kind of thing. And it just watching, I'm like, this movie's not that good, like at all. Like it's just not really got that much comedy in it. It really is much more of a friends adventure movie than a true comedy kind of thing.
Like a quest, kind of
Yeah,
like
exactly,
Goonies-esque.
My issue with Without a Paddle is that it wasn't the cast. I thought the cast, like each person, like fit the personality.
Yeah.
Like you believe Seth Green would be a little bitch. Like
I think he is, yeah.
he just gives little bitch. But also Without a Paddle, I thought for the first 20 minutes what the plot was great. And then when they get lost like off the trail and it becomes like that whole thing of the weed dealers like hunting them, I thought that really ruined it. I thought instead they should have gone with the direction of like, oh, like it's best for like their best friend died, but like as a way to say goodbye, he did like this whole treasure hunt. So like you could get the nostalgia of like the friendship when we were kids and like now we're like older and like it brings us like back together. I thought that would have been a much better movie. And then like hijinks along the way, obviously.
Yeah.
But like
Hilarity
the
ensues.
direction it took, like it completely took me out of it. I ranked this so low because of it.
Yeah, same.
See, I do love that take. The only thing is I don't want to lose the DB Cooper factor of it, right?
Yeah.
But I think that can be the through line through the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Is
And
that
you
like,
don't need
At the end of the day, Billy's DB Cooper.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the friendships we found along the way. But I totally agree with Hannah's take, though. Like, you don't need. I wrote on our original episode, it's like not enough bits and way too many plot lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the the girls in the tree.
Burt Reynolds?
Yeah, well, I mean, Burt Reynolds as DB Cooper's friends funny. But then there's the weed dealers, like you said. Okay, I gotta get a check in here. How's that drug scene?
Would the Rottweilers get high?
Would the dogs get high?
Yes. Trailer Park Boys can attest to that.
I did find the DB Cooper thing kind of got me off track. I was on Wikipedia and I went into a whole researching that, like I do with like other true crimes. So
have you watched the Netflix series on DB
of course
Cooper?
I have. Yeah. It also gets rehashed in Loki season 1, which is cool.
Also,
So
Prison Break too.
yeah, there you go. It is. So that was the most interesting thing for me about watching this movie was me getting into a research hole about something kind of adjacent.
I will say.
No, go ahead.
I will say for if we're talking about accuracy about drugs here, Grandma's Boy. I loved when Alex goes to buy weed off Dante and Dante's listing strains and he's like, I don't care. He's like, just
true.
give me a bag of weed. It's like that is the most true stoner thing. You do not care about the strain or anything. I just want to get high.
I'm really interested in your take on Peter Dante. Period. Then, in two ways here. One, is he the stereotypical like drug dealer?
Yeah, and that is like the thing with that was great is that like Alex gets it where you're like, shoot, like I gotta pretend I'm like my dealer's friend, but so you like awkwardly sit there and ask him some questions and that maybe like watch TV, but you just want to get your weed and leave.
But then also like, is it possible to be that perma-fried to the point where he's like, I am naked?
Put it up my Christmas tree. It's July.
He does the like perma-fried eyes so well where it's just like dead stare, like zombie look.
And I mean, truthfully, it doesn't seem like you guys really enjoyed this movie. I still had a blast with this movie.
Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, and it's the same thing. Like, I am a shill for any strong character performance.
JP, right?
JP the robot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't see any of you guys pretending to be robots of that quality.
I mean, the bullying aside, yeah, JP's a funny character.
Also, like, even like cameos in that one, like David Spade as Shiloh.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Shiloh. Do we have to shit in a plan or do you have a bathroom?
I loved Grandma's Boy, honestly. I ranked it pretty high and I liked it when I was younger, but going back into it, there were parts, obviously, like the stuff with the lion and the monkey and that like was a bit exaggerated. But like you said, it's really like such a quotable movie. Like when he plays the DDR and did I break it? What does that mean? High score.
We also get like the best like chirp of all time from what's that guy's name? Jeff or whatever,
Yeah.
his buddy. He's like, shit's weak.
Nick Schwartzen,
Nick Schwartzen.
Yeah. And even the throwbacks to the video games, like Halo 3.
Why did we never get that
Frogger.
demonic game? That demonic game would have been sick.
Last discussion point here. These are both bargain bin movies. So I think the best way to approach this is, do they both just feel dated? I mean, is there anything that you can save from these movies?
Like, what do you mean save? Like,
Well, I
like
mean,
stuff
for
that makes
example, like
sense
Hannah
today?
said, the way people are walking around like stoned out of their face. I mean, that hasn't really changed. In fact, weed is legal now, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
easier.
increased.
It's easier to do.
Yeah, right. It's even easier. Whereas, without a paddle, I don't even know what do we do with this. Like, it's a road trip movie. That's not. We don't really get
Yeah,
any
it's
more of
true.
those. Like how.
You
I don't
have
know.
like a GPS now, though. Like I just.
Without a paddle.
I'm taking
Just like, where did DB Cooper land?
Let me use my like emergency SOS on my watch. Like I'm not really
It's
getting
true. You
to.
can't really get lost these days
Yeah.
as easily as you could once upon a time.
So I mean, whereas Grandma's Boy, I think this movie could be made today, and it's essentially the same movie, right?
Oh yeah,
Very
I mean,
similar. Yeah.
you see a lot of Grandma's Boy in Pineapple Express. Like the whole thing Hannah was talking about with the dealer not wanting to be the friend. That's literally the impetus of that movie.
Yeah.
Like, of Seth Rogen not wanting to be fucking friends with Red or whatever, or not Red.
James Franco.
James Franco's
Yeah.
character. What's
Yeah.
his character's name? Sal. I can't remember.
I don't know. I just know that whatever is his favorite engineer.
Yeah, my
favorite
second favorite civil engineer.
I just remember Schnickel Fritz from it.
yeah. He gets the snickle fritz.
Okay, Hannah, let's start with you. Grandma's Boy without a paddle.
Definitely Grandma's Boy. I think even it's nice that you could still enjoy it today. I really did not like Without a Paddle. I like the cast. I love the ensemble and the chemistry, but Grandma's Boy was just too quotable and too many funny scenes. Even like shout out to the grandma, like from Everybody Loves Raymond. when
Deborah.
what are the Antique Roadshow when they're just super stoned from the tea watching Antique Roadshow.
I like that. If I knew you were coming, I would have trimmed my antlers. Chops.
I'm going Grandma's Boy on this one. I think it just has more comedy than Without a Paddle. Like Without a Paddle, like if it was done the way Hannah said, probably would have been better.
My take on Without a Paddle is still like today this movie goes straight to Netflix. Like, this is a play date.
Well, so does Grandma's Boy at this point in time.
That's true.
Grandma's
That
Boy's
actually
a
makes me
prime.
sad too, because you know what, Grandma's Boy is the kind of movie you want to see in theaters because you want to laugh with other people.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Jim,
Yeah, Grandma's Boy just edges out Without a Paddle for me.
just edges out. That's,
I reckon 13 and 14. So
Fair enough.
still, I wonder what 16 was. Definitely wasn't something with a donkey in it. I'm also Grandma's Boy. That's an easy one for me. Okay, moving on. Our number 2 seed taking on our number 3 seed. We have 40-Year-Old Virgin, our 2 seed, taking on Accepted, our number 3 seed. Chaps, let's start with you.
40-Year-Old Virgin and Accepted. I wanted 40-Year-Old Virgin to be funnier than it actually was to me. Like I remember it being a lot funnier than it is. It's kind of only got the one scene for me where the Kelly Clarkson, and then that goes on too long, like a hair too long kind of thing. Accepted.
See what you did there.
Thank you. Accepted is also just like, I don't know. It's kind of charming in a way, and it doesn't fall into any of those like weird parts that 40-Year-Old Virgin gets into, like near the end with like the gangbang stuff, and it's all kind of weird. And yeah, so
The Aquarius music video.
yeah, exactly, right, exactly.
Jim, I know you rank this high.
yeah, I'm a big fan of the 40-Year-Old Virgin. I think it starts off like your classic raunchy comedy, but I think it ends off like very sincere and full of a lot of heart and everything like that. So I rank it up there. It's one of those classic 2000s comedies for me. Up there with your Anchormans and your Superbads and that type of thing. So I think the Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, probably the highlight and the standout. It's obviously very improv heavy. There's one scene in particular. You know how I know you're gay. That's probably my favorite scene. And you can tell they just riffed that off their head. So yeah, for me, that definitely holds up still. Again, could be a lot of nostalgia talking though. This was a movie that I didn't even get from the bargain bin. I rented it and then burnt it to a DVD. So that's kind of showing my age, but also shows how much I did enjoy this back in the day. Yeah.
I mean, we can talk quality here, right? Because let's be real, these aren't both of these are not laugh per second movies, right? So let's talk the movie as a whole. Let's talk the story. Like, did you struggle to buy in? I mean, I think Steve Carell does a really good job selling the whole virgin archetype. Like getting up early, making his breakfast the way he does. He's like doing like sit-ups and a workout before work.
I also want to say, like, with Accepted, I rewatched it with one of my like good friends, and as we're rewatching it, he was telling me his friend in high school did this. Like, he didn't get into any universities or colleges, and so he told his parents he got into one. He made up like a fake acceptance letter, and like all summer just like pretended he was going.
He's the Everest College guy.
I was about to say, there's no way the storyline from Accepted is like real or like truthful. Like, I think the 40-Year-Old Virgin has more of a
buy-in.
Buy-in than the storyline, but apparently I'm wrong.
Clearly, you know too many people who got accepted.
I mean, I've talked about my issues with Accepted before. Like, I don't like Justin Long in this movie. He fully takes me out of it. I think he's such an asshole to Jonah Hill the whole time.
Still harping on that.
I'm still harping on it. You got to be excited for your bro. He got into an Ivy League. You got to be excited.
I disagree with this point. We got into this a bit yesterday, but I think that like he's being okay, let's look at it the other way where it's like, why, if Jonah Hill gets into an Ivy League, why is he not tutoring his bro to help him pass his classes? Like, why was he like letting him like do all these things or even like help him do his homework for him? Like,
he's trying, he doesn't
not
want
being
to.
a good bro.
This is the guy who was like,
both wrong.
But at the same time, it's like Jonah Hill or Justin Long, like Bartleby's trying to be like, yo, these guys suck. Like, they're all very much
name.
like they're
Bartleby. Yeah.
They're all very much like frat bros, like, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, they are very much like the jokes that Bartleby makes when he goes to the frat house and that, like when he's like, oh, Trent, like Kyle, like what's your name? And then like, oh, my bad, like not trying to get roofied tonight. Like, it's like, you know, like it's very much like, yeah, like these guys suck. Like, you should not be friends with them.
I think it's also like you're on that point there. Like Bartleby. Was it Bartleby Gaines?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dumb name. Bartleby Gaines knows that his boy Jonah doesn't want to do this and is being forced into it by his parents. It's like he knows, like he doesn't want to go there. He doesn't want to be part of this fucking frat. He just has to rush because he's a legacy. And I think that's the kind of thing that is the friction they're butting up against, and he's trying to save him from that.
Yeah.
But I will give you, he does treat him pretty poorly. Like he kind of, I
But
get
also,
what you're
like,
saying
he
as
should have saved him. Like, even with the hazing and that, he's like, man, like, why are you the only pledge doing this? Like, no one else
true.
was in a
Like, why are
wiener
you dressed up
costume.
like a
Like,
sperm?
why was it just, why was it
The hot
just
dog asking me about my wiener.
well. Clearly that's why he's dressed up as those, because we get that great moment.
Yeah.
Also, a big thing for me while rewatching the bargain bin movies was the soundtracks. The one on Accepted really hit.
Yeah,
that's a good one,
There's a
yeah.
lot of good needle drops.
And
in there.
4-Year-Old Virgin too has some good bangers in there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I do want to ask one last thing about this because they're both not choosing a lane here, right? Like we get charm, but we get a little bit of funny. With 40-Year-Old Virgin, we get funny, but then we also get serious towards the end, right? So I guess my question to you guys is, would either of these movies benefited more from sticking to single lane instead of trying to blend? Like, should Accepted have gone funnier than trying to have this whole charm thing to it? Should 40-Year-Old Virgin, is that even a comedy? Should it have tried to be a drama? Would it be more successful as a drama? Like, I know this is Judd Apatow's kind of archetype for movies, but food for thought.
Yeah, I think 40-Year-Old Virgin should have stayed an SNL skit. I just don't think it has enough legs to carry an entire movie. I think that's where it starts to fall apart.
It
for
is
me.
long.
It is,
It's weirdly long for no reason. And like again, it kind of does miss some of the heart of an Apatow movie too, like that you're talking about. Like it is really raunchy for him. Like it's not like, it doesn't have like these underlying themes of like family and stuff like that. It's just about, he just wants this guy to get laid. That's kind of
It could have steered more into rom-com territory than just.
Also, it just seems like more, honestly, I'm not even like sad for Steve Carell, but like Paul Rudd and all like that gang, like they clearly had nothing going on until they discovered that he was a virgin. Like they
other
were
than working at that store.
yeah, they were so excited to have a new project. Like,
I love that, a new project.
To be fair, Steve Carell, his whole weekend was he made an egg salad sandwich, and then he just didn't even want it by the end of it.
but
He forgot he had bread. He did have bread.
But he's content. You can tell that the other boys were hurting, Like Paul Rudd goes through that whole like depressive state where he's like filming himself on the TV.
I mean, if you made that movie now, he'd be like an incel or something like that. He'd get very political very quickly.
The sequel is Friendship, actually.
That's true.
All right, I'll kick the voting off this time since we'll go around. We know which way Jim's going to vote, obviously. My vote is for 40-Year-Old Virgin. Hannah?
I'm going to go Accepted. I really enjoyed it. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but there were a lot of mohawks in that movie.
Yeah, tons of mohawks.
Tons of mohawks. Every scene, there's a
You got
guy
some
with
Liberty
a mohawk.
spikes going on.
It was a style at the time.
And they're all like, they were either red or yellow, like the same color. And also for Accepted, the ADD guy was hilarious
Loved
this
him.
time around.
Loved him.
He was so funny. And I love that his name is like Abernathy, like it
Yeah,
stands
it's
for.
it's an acronym of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
He's also a very nice like comp to like, I said this on the episode too, where people learn different ways, and like you can't just expect a guy with ADHD to fucking be able to sit down in a normal classroom. So I like that he eventually finds a way to like calm himself and stuff like that. Obviously, it's like easier said than done kind of thing. But I'm also gonna go for Accepted because it's got 100% more half pipes in it than 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Jim?
I'm going 40-Year-Old Virgin. I mean, I think I've said everything about this. I do rank it very highly still, but that's the tie for me.
Do we have anybody who wants to change their vote?
Not really.
No?
No.
It's going to be 40-Year-Old Virgin then based on listen count.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
40-Year-Old moving on.
that's tough. It wasn't accepted. Another rejection.
Shit.
I purely based my vote on the no Bartleby Gaines and 40-Year-Old Virgin. It's a stupid name. Okay, sequels. Let's kick off our first round here. We have our number 1 seed, 22 Jump Street, going up against our number 4, Clerks 2. Wonder which one's going to come out on top here.
This is an open and closed case for me.
Hannah, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on Clerks 2, so please kick us off.
I hated it. It was so it's like the most greasy movie
Yeah.
that I've watched in a while. Like, I could not get behind this guy, like, ripping to his friend that, yeah, you should be hitting on, like, high school girls.
It's
Like,
so fucked.
I was like, oh, this did not transition well. Like, there's only one scene in it, I guess, with the Lord of the Rings and the Star Wars scene, but, like, even that's, like, all right. Like,
It was definitely my favorite bit in the whole movie was that continuous conversation, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. Big fan of both, so it's hard for me to pick two, but I can see both sides of the argument.
It's really funny though when the guy goes to he's like gonna throw up. Make fun of Lord of the Rings so hard, but I totally agree with Hannah. This movie's fucking gross and greasy. Just like it, I don't. It's one of those things where when we thought about putting it on the list and like let's do it, you remember it a whole lot differently than it actually.
Well,
was.
I can tell you why. Because I remember the exact moment we're sitting there and we were thinking, how funny is that scene where he makes the
exactly. We're like, oh, that seems all time, right? And no, the rest of the movie is shitty.
I mean, it's obviously 22, but I'm gonna go to bat for Clerks 2 here because, as you know, I love a good strong character, right? Elias.
Elias is a great character.
This guy nails this character. Like I don't even know what to do with him here. Am I the only one? Like you guys are looking at me like I'm insane. Him like
I think
him
he's funny.
touting the Autobots.
If you're looking,
He's probably the highlight of it.
if you're looking for a new fan site, you can go to Autobots. What's it, GoBots Go or something?
GoBots.com.
Yeah, it's incredibly dated. I ranked it pretty high, really. I've watched a lot of the other like Jay and Silent Bob movies and stuff, so I kind of understand the lore and kind of where it comes from. So I feel there's like a lot of chemistry between the cast and a couple of like standout performances, but yeah, there's some really offside shit.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. The offside humor, just like it's so dated, it's so bad. It's like egregious too. It's not like they're doing it for comedy. It feels like malicious.
Yeah.
You know, like it feels like they did this with intent to be rude and mean kind of thing. And there's a difference there.
it also just felt like all the characters were in a different movie. Like, it did not seem like they were all lined up together, like, whatsoever.
I think that's kind of intentional because they're also like self-centered that they're like no one
They're all the
everyone
main character
yeah
of
it's
their
kind of
own
like
movie.
in like early seasons of Seinfeld when like George and Jerry are in the same room and they're just having like completely different conversations. They're just talking at each other. I kind of got that vibe from it.
But like the archetypes are similar with like George and Jerry, whereas like it was like very like Jurassic between like Elias and then like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah,
like,
you
it's
don't
like
actually
this-
like any of the characters apart from the Autobots kid. Yeah,
that's I actually am not rooting for them at all. I want them to fail.
I actually got the website here. It's carstobots.com. if anyone's wondering.
I mean, yeah, Randall's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, they all are.
There's no redeeming qualities for any of them. I mean, again, maybe Elias. I don't know. I feel like he's just like kidnapped by like the entire
Yeah,
cast.
Elias is like
Poor
anyone.
kid.
If you ever worked at a fast food restaurant, like as a kid, like there are those types of people, like Randall and Don.
Yeah,
whatever.
just lifers.
They're
Yeah.
there and
Yeah.
they are shitty, and you're just like, I'm in high school and I just want to be able to buy a slushie tomorrow at lunch. Like, you
Stop
fuck
asking me about my girlfriend. And her mouth troll.
pillow pants.
Lister fiend.
Lister fiend.
I think this is a quick one, so let's just jump right into voting. Jim.
Yeah, it's got to be 22 Jump Street. I mean, it's a modern classic. You know, Jonah Hill, Tatum, their chemistry's elite. Some really classic memeable moments. You know, my name's Jeff. I mean, the slam poetry.
There's
Cynthia.
And there's really no point of getting into 22 yet. Like we can save that for the next round because this is a layup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm also gonna go 22. Chaps.
22 Jump Street all the way.
Yeah, and Hannah.
Yeah, 22. The drug scene was quite not accurate, but funny.
Well, it's not a real drug, so
No, that's
so
true,
they could do
yes.
whatever
Yeah,
they
they
want,
can-
right?
I
Yeah,
don't know
you
a lot
don't-
of people who do Molly and Adderall. That's quite a combo there.
Sounds like it might kill you.
Okay, we got a Clash of the Titans coming up here. We got American Pie 2, our number 2 seed, taking on Jackass 2, our number 3 seed. Hannah, I gotta be honest, I need to hear your thoughts on Jackass 2.
When I was younger, okay, I saw this movie.
Did you
when
not
I
come
was,
to the theater with us when we
I
saw
did,
this?
I did.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
you
pretty
did.
sure I was like 8.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
shout out to my dad. I did not like this movie on the rewatch. Like I said, all of these jokes are just set up to hit your friend in the nuts.
Yeah.
Like even the one with like the shaving the pubes and the taxi driver thing. Like they go through all this trouble just to kick him in the nuts at the end.
So true.
All of of them, like there were some funny ones, like the one with the hand, like that was funny. Like look
good
up
one.
and you get punched in the face, like that was good. But yeah, majorities were just like getting hit in the nuts, and it's just
I think she settled it. Give that movie the trophy.
Man getting hit in groin by football.
I mean, it's impressive from like a risk standpoint, some of the things they're putting their body through. And I agree with you, Hannah. Like as a kid, funniest thing ever. But I mean, there's no storyline. It's just a series of stunts stitched together, right? Like it's apart from that and the getting hit in the groin, it doesn't have a lot going for it.
No, that's totally fair. And honestly, this was a rip pick because as a 33-year-old man, I laughed just as hard as I did when I was like 12.
It's still funny. Like people getting hurt is funny. Like it's objectively funny.
It's timeless to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I do enjoy the bull. They love
anytime
incorporating the
bulls
bulls.
Same with bulls. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I find Jackass 2 to be the grossest of the Jackasses. Like there's a lot, like they open with what's his face getting a snake bite on his dick. There's the pooping into the small toilet. There's so many parts that are just there's the fucking fart mask. Like this is a very gross Jackass.
This is a very gross Jackass.
Can we also really talk about this opening scene, because it is about 30 grown men watching your other friend's dick get bit by a snake, but we're telling me they're all straight men. I have questions. That's true. I
Probably just
shouldn't
an
assume.
excuse,
right? Twist their own, right?
I shouldn't assume, but I was. This is it was such a small room. I was like,
it was a tiny room, tiny set.
Yeah, I was like, this is a very weird way to open this movie.
American Pie 2. Let's start with the pressing question. Where does this fall in your American Pies?
It's not the top 3, I don't think.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think it goes
Beta House.
direct to DVD. Book of Love. Beta House. The Bandcamp one.
I like the ones without the main cast.
I think it goes the first one, the reunion, the wedding, and then this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
I think what's nice about this one though, it's got such a classic boys trip idea in it of like, let's go rent the cottage for a weekend kind of thing. Except they do it for a fucking summer, paint houses all summer long to afford it, which seems absurd to me. I don't think you could do this anywhere.
Haven't figured out their finances until the day of, because they're like, I actually don't think we can afford this. We need to invite Stifler.
Yeah,
That's very
his
true.
mom will just pay for it.
I've been on boys trips exactly like that, where people have no money. I think
The one thing I think American Pie 2 has going for it, and this is my favorite American Pie actually, Jim. The soundtrack is just full of bangers.
it literally was my first point. The soundtrack
Full of
is
bangers.
so nostalgic.
Yeah.
I mean, that alone is why I ranked it so high.
And to me, like, it really adds to the movie as well. You know, like Chaps and I talked about this when we did this episode. This is the first movie I think we've covered in 2 seasons where the movie is legitimately enhanced by all of these bangers, right? The soundtrack just makes it that much better.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely the highlight. I do want to bring up the Stifler, the elephant in the room. I mean, I would say he'd be cancelled in 2025, but I think he'd be in prison. Again,
I think he'd be a congressman, so I guess we disagree.
with a rap sheet like that, he
That
does
man grew
have
up to be Matt Gaetz.
But also, like, I really like him about the conspiracy theory that Stifler, like, actually isn't getting laid.
Yeah,
He's, like, just a lame guy.
Yeah,
Like,
100%
I think
that's
it's
true.
Yeah, like,
that's
he
true.
doesn't give, like, what you'd call today, like, a modern-day fuckboy. Like, he's very much seems like a nerd. Like, he seems like a bit of an outcast. Like, he's popular probably because he's, like, got a big house. Like, he threw the parties, but...
Yeah.
Like,
if
I
anything, he's the Shermanator, but just slightly different.
Yeah.
But the Shermanator gets some in this movie. So
better
You've been
genes.
targeted for a Shermanation.
I guess we can call these both ensemble movies. I mean,
yeah, in a way, you're not wrong.
so I mean, here's a fun experiment. Do you watch American Pie 2 if the cast is replaced with Jackass?
Who plays who? Knoxville is Jason Biggs.
no, he's Eugene Levy. He's my grandpa makeup.
That's awesome.
I guess the getting peed on scene would still work.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all the boys are watching. All the boys are actually peeing
No,
on him.
that's not
just
enough.
one.
You gotta like shit on them or something. It's gonna go one up. Yeah.
It's actually an octopus peeing on you.
Before we vote on this, I do want thoughts on just Jackass 2 in general here. Do you think it fits the bracket? Is it a movie? Is it a comedy? Or is it just...
It's weird.
What is it? What do we do here?
It's hard to put it in something, right? Because it's so much of an outlier where it's like you said earlier, Jim. It's just stunts put together. There's no storyline. There's nothing really happening. So like, I feel like it's almost got a leg up on some of the competition in a way because it is just, hey, let's just put the funniest shit back to back to back.
They don't have to worry about story. It's just funny, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it could have been a TV series, but it was
Once
released.
Upon a Time.
Yeah, exactly. So it could have just been a continuation, but
Yeah.
because back then people wanted to go to the movie theater, you had to create a movie. So
It's also crazy that you got so many people to go to the fucking movies to see this shit. Like, so many people saw these movies in theaters. Like, they made good money.
Well, that was like during the like YouTube era. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that's why those movies hit then. Like that was a thing like people like kids would do. I mean, it's not really towards kids, but
Rip and I did it.
yeah, like you just watch like people getting hurt on YouTube, or I assume getting hit in the nuts is is the reason why. But on your point of it just being random scenes put together, at the same time, sometimes they had plot lines like with the dirty grandpa, like
Right,
they would continue those ones. Like
We should talk about the grandpa scene.
It's your favorite scene,
it's at
yeah.
all times. We are outside.
If I'm going to be honest, I was going to kick off the voting and I was going to vote for Jackass 2 because of that scene.
So funny.
It's so funny.
You want to step outside, old man?
We are outside.
So good. Go for a walk around the block.
This poor guy, like I said, he is just eternalized in this movie. And he's like, I was just trying to buy a taco with my bro.
Yeah, I feel like you can never have another conversation with your friends without them bringing it up. Like for the end of time, you go out drinking with your buddies. You're like, oh, God, fucking Jeff's gonna say something.
Here's an absurd question for you. If we were just having drinks and we went to a random house party and he was there,
Oh, I would absolutely talk to him.
Would you-
Immediately? I'd be like, hey, you want to go outside?
my question was going to be, would you recognize him if he still had the ponytail and everything?
Like, that's the guy.
You look familiar. And he's like, fuck, here we go again.
to your other question though, like without a paddle and that, like could this be made today, like Jackass? Like I don't think you could redo it because now you have like phones and
They
everything.
did it like 2 years ago. Jackass Forever.
Did it have wings
it-
though?
did
Wings?
it-
Did it have legs?
I think it flew. We watched it with all the boys. It was fucking
I
funny,
I
man.
would have seen that in theaters.
I feel like you'd have to make them shorter skits now
Yeah.
because like it would have to go in line with like what a TikTok link would be, or like I feel like you couldn't do like these drawn out skits.
kids' brains have changed.
That's
The
why
chemistry
I
of their
think
brain.
It would be more successful now because
Yeah.
you don't have to follow the plot. Like it's you're sitting there watching it and you're like, you know what? I don't want to watch him chug beer through his asshole. I think I'll wait for the next sketch, and you go on your phone, right? Like I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The next Jackass movie is just going to be a TikTok channel. It's a-
It's a choose your own adventure.
you just scroll.
You know, in the movie, you swipe up on your phone. and
Today I
next
want to be
video.
Wee Man.
If you like skip too many videos, Knoxville like holds you on Chris like Pontius's dick for like 5 minutes. It's just your TV's just his dick. Okay, I am going to kick off the voting, and I am going to vote for Jackass 2. Hannah?
I'm gonna go for American Pie 2. The nostalgia of it hit, and honestly, out of all these male friendship movies, I thought this one was very healthy, as opposed to the other ones. They were, you know,
true. Great
Kevin.
point.
Kevin was hurting. He wasn't doing well over the summer, and he went and took off during the party, and his boys rushed to him right away.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's
You
true. They
really
had a
don't
good
see
talk.
that in the other movies. So
Chaps?
I am so torn of what to do here. Like, I laughed way more at Jackass 2 for sure. But American Pie 2, like Hannah said, it's got nostalgia. It's a fun movie. It is a movie.
I honestly
has a plot.
I want to take your vote away because I remember when we first watched this for the season, you said that you skipped some scenes because you're like, oh, I know they're going to be gross.
I did.
You got to fucking watch those.
No, I absolutely skipped over the poop in the small toilet scene. I was like, I don't need to watch that again. I've seen it 100 times.
the worst one to watch was definitely the fish hook in the.
Oh,
in the
yeah, that one's
cheek.
hard to watch.
when he's struggling to do it,
Didn't
and they
need to
help
do
him.
that. I'm going to go with American Pie 2 on this one.
Tough. Jim?
Yeah, agreed. American Pie 2.
Oh, you
wins
guys
it for
suck.
me.
Jackass 2 is very funny.
It's a win for society.
Yeah, it's just a rip movie.
Okay, we're going into our dadly category here. We have our number 1 seed, Monty Python, taking on our number 4 seed, Vacation. This is a Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Chaps, I know you love Vacation, so let's start with you.
See, I don't think it is a Clash of the Titans. I think Vacation kind of sucks. I think it's the blueprint to what's going to become a very awesome movie franchise, but it's just not funny. It had nothing going for it really. Like there's a couple of moments that get laughs out of me, but it kind of felt like cobbled together in a way and didn't really work well. Like I think they were really figuring it out during that first movie, and like they start to nail it in European and very much nail it in Christmas Vacation. Like So I think it is a good blueprint, but I don't think it's better than Monty Python.
Yeah, I agree with that because I feel like in this one there's too much focus. There's too much focus on like Clark being like just a dog. You know? Like, he's just like where the other ones are more focused on like just like gags and like the humor of the rest of the family. Where it's like, oh, it's so funny. Like he wants to hook up with like the hot girl while he's like in the car with his family.
It's more just Chevy Chase being Chevy Chase in this movie,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a bit more wholesome in the other ones, and he's a bit more like dad-like, I guess. This is skewed again heavily for me. This was my dad's like favorite movie series, so watch this religiously when I was way too young to watch them. Probably didn't get a lot of the jokes, and then rewatching some of them, I'm like, wow, like my mum let me watch this.
She knew you didn't understand.
yeah, hopefully, yeah. So you know, for me, again, it's pretty skewed, but it's, I think, for me, edging out Monty Python. I mean, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that one, though.
I mean, we love Monty Python. The Holy Grail is my like holy grail. It's funny. I talked
Interesting
to my,
take.
I talked to my dad about this, and he always says, you know, Life of Brian. I think this one's infinitely better than Life of Brian.
So too, yeah.
The coconuts is timeless. It's been what 50 years, and I'm still laughing at the idea of like clip clopping with
It's
coconuts.
so good. Where'd you find them coconuts? Just lying on the ground.
For me, I had to watch it really in like the mental state of watching it in the 70s
Right,
to do the mental frame. I think last time I'd watched it previously, I kind of didn't watch it from that, so I didn't find some of it as funny, but you got to kind of give it its respect, as like a lot of these movies wouldn't have been made without like the work that it put in to have it, you know, be one of those first sort of, you know, a lot of sight gags, a lot of, you know, in jokes that they just bury into the ground and that sort of thing.
The British humor too, right?
Yeah.
Very reverent kind of humor.
Yeah. I just, it's funny. So my wife, she tried to watch this in her first year of university with her roommate, and they got about 10 minutes in and they turned it off.
Yeah. I watched it when I was like 15, 16, I think, for the first time. And again, I just didn't quite get it and didn't have that appreciation for the cinema.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing, the opening credits gag actually got me.
it got
and
me
it's,
too.
it's a gag that's aged better than any of the others because everyone's watching it on their own TV. So I'm going through the settings and I'm like,
me
what
too.
the
Like,
fuck's
what's going
going
on?
on here? It is in English and it's in like Hungarian or something.
Yeah.
So
What
that's
is it? Is
something.
it
Yeah.
Swedish?
Do you guys watch with closed captioning?
I do,
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
I'm one of those people.
I remember I put this on at like 10 p.m. and I was getting so frustrated because I'm a sleepy boy, right?
Yeah. You want
And
to
I'm
just
like,
get the
fuck, I can't get it to work, and I gotta fucking watch this for the pod tomorrow. I'm getting all pissed off, and I'm skipping ahead.
It's so funny that we all forgot this because I did the same exact thing. The same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, what? And then you get ahead. It's like, oh, there's a moose handler, and the moose handler's nose was wiped by so and so. The moose was once bit by his sister. It's like all this stuff. But I love this movie. Like this is, if you had a similar thing with your dad with the vacation movies. My dad showed me this movie.
Yeah.
Actually, Rip and I watched it for the first time when we were like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
I think as a teenager you might be like, I don't get it. But if you're a bit younger,
It's kind of
the sort of slapstickiness of
Yeah,
it is like that's what really sticks with you. So all this stuff about the fucking coconuts is amazing. I fart in your general direction. It's an all-time quote. Lancelot, when he's running and he never gets any closer, but then he's just right there and he stabs the guy. It's so great.
I mean, yeah, a lot of memorable quotes, definitely.
But I will say, like on a rewatch though, it has a bit of a slog.
Okay.
There's a middle area that just sort of it slows down. I think it's when everyone's doing their sort of own
thing.
adventure.
Yeah.
A couple of them really are they just fall flat for me.
Yeah.
And then it takes a little while to get back up again, and then you get back to Tim the Enchanter, and okay, we're back on, we're going.
Yeah, the knee brought it back.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
the
when
knee,
they're
yeah.
going through all the separate stories, and then the whole thing with the knee and the shrubbery. That brought knee.
Chaps, what do they change their names to?
We're another knights who say yippee dippee dippee da boo, ba-ding.
And also, I just want to say about the knee. The guy, the main knee leader, he
Yeah.
looks like the guy from BoJack Horseman, the kid in the trench coat.
He's actually 4 shrubberies in 1 trench coat. I do want to give Vacation a shot here because there is some funny in Vacation, right? Like we have our cameos: Eugene Levy, John Candy.
Yeah.
John Candy's fantastic at the end. I mean,
Yeah.
We
Where's
love
our
him.
rank of like candy cameos for you? I think the best one's Polka King of the Northwest, but
Gus
this is
Polinski.
close. This is
Polinski.
like top 3.
Polka, polka, polka. I mean, I think you guys bring up good points. Like, it is kind of the blueprint, and anybody over the age of 50 is going to hate all of these takes because that movie is like sacred to them, right?
yeah.
But at the same time, I do think that it is the blueprint for what's to come, and what's to come, in my opinion, is so much better.
I totally agree.
And just like road trip movies in general,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
are built around that too.
Yeah, it's true, right? And I know like a big issue for me with this movie was the stops didn't really make sense to me, in that they didn't really bring out what makes Chevy Chase so great, right? It's like they end up in the desert at one point,
Yeah.
and it's just Chevy Chase kind of walking through the desert for what, like 2 minutes? And in my head, I'm like, give him something to do. Like,
Yeah, he's just
he's
walking
funny.
around,
Like him walking
stumbling.
around, like that's, what are you doing?
Yeah. He should have like fallen on a cactus. Just anything.
Literally something like, give me like the facial expressions. Like he's crazy with those eyes, right?
Yeah,
and there's
yeah,
just nothing. It's just him walking around, and like, I think they get ripped off eventually at a mechanic or something. And it's
Right.
just, what are you doing? You're at the Grand Canyon. This is like prime location for Chevy Chase hilarity. What are you doing? Like, have him fall in. Like Bart Simpson, Homer Simpson this, right? Like, that's
true, 'cause they
getting brought up in a stretcher or something.
Keep falling off.
They have like him and Rusty have like a moment, and then like the moment's not even that fun. Like it's just like Rusty just chugs his beer. And he's
Yeah,
like,
that's
all right.
that's the gag,
Yeah,
right?
it's like, yeah. I think it just falls flat in that moment.
And you know, Hannah brought up a good point. Like he's a dog in it. Like have him pick a lane. You know, either have him commit to being a family man, and let's beef up the humor in that, or you know, I guess go the other way, but then really drive home like, oh, he's a dog. Like let's really like, I don't know, have him sexually harass people. it's what 1980.
1980. They just call that being a man back in those days. Yeah.
like,
Also, though, like I just feel like the gags didn't outweigh the darkness that was in this movie.
Yeah.
are we
I
gonna
think
talk
that
about the
was-
dog? Is this?
Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't want to
obviously
have to talk
dog,
about
yeah.
the dog.
Add that to the animal cruelty list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dick jokes and animal cruelty, the themes of the season. But like even with like Aunt Edna, like I mean, when she like dies in the car and then they don't know what to do with her.
I
so
actually
they-
thought this was the funniest part of the movie.
like when he just
fucked up,
decides to leave. But also, you're like, why wasn't the nephew home?
That's my
You're like,
question
what?
too. Like
He's
you called
gone
him
for the weekend.
You
like,
called
what
ahead.
do you mean? Yeah,
Like, they called ahead. Like, oh
Yeah,
yeah, we're
he
gonna go
doesn't
drop
want
him
Aunt
off,
Edna.
and then he decides to leave.
Like, did Aunt Edna have her own keys? Like, it gave me more questions. But when they leave her on the porch, that was funny. But like, it's just so dark.
They want him to say something, and he's like, Barugata, Barugata, like giving the prayer for her. Like,
Kalima, Kalima.
I will say, Clerks' outfits in these are so good, though.
oh,
He-
we're gonna talk
yeah.
about the
It was
shorts.
oh yeah, the shorts, the all-time like shirts tucked way too much in.
So good. Let's vote on this. I think we know where this one's going. I'll start. Monty Python. Hannah.
Yeah, Monty Python.
Monty Python.
I'll go against the grain. I'm going with Vacation.
I appreciate you sticking to your guns. All right, our last matchup of round one. We got the Naked Gun, our number 2 seed, taking on Spaceballs, our number 3 seed. Hannah, I always start with you. So let's start with Chaps. You're our like in-house Star Wars guy.
I guess Jim's also our new
Yeah.
in-house Star Wars guy as well. So I could kick it to him because I maybe don't have anything to
I
say
went
at the
based
moment.
on Millennium Falcon tattoos.
Yeah. I mean, so let's talk. So this is Spaceballs against Naked Gun, and I want to love Spaceballs, but I think just Naked Gun is kind of better for me. Some of the jokes land more. You know, Spaceballs does a weird. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. They're both the same style of movie, right? They're both fucking slapstick comedy, very big subversion kind of thing, like
Parody satire.
Parody
Spoofs, yeah.
satire spoofs. I mean, the opening for Spaceballs is great. Like, that's just the longest shot
longest shot.
of all time. Like, it's so funny.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think casual viewers aren't really going to appreciate Spaceballs. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. There's a lot of like deep cuts and references in there that I know I can really appreciate and love. Like that opening scene is a deep cut to like the first Star Wars when it was in movie theaters. People were like,
Yeah.
wow, I haven't seen a spaceship this big ever.
Yeah, true.
So like things like that I can really appreciate. And again, 2 parody films, spoof films, probably not like the highest quality of humor.
Yeah.
But again, you can't really,
There's some stuff that I do really love though, like the radar jammed is like,
yeah.
I mean, come on, it's so stupid, it's great, it's genius. Like,
There's so many like food illusions in the film, right? Like it's you can't get past them.
Hannah and I were talking about this the other day, actually. The Schwartz.
Yes.
She did not understand the Schwartz.
Like, I don't understand. Was he financing the movie? Like, where does
tried.
this
It's a
come
dick
from?
joke.
Yeah, like
It's a dick joke. It's all it is.
I hated Spaceballs. I didn't like Barf. I didn't like any. I didn't like
Barf?
John Candy.
I didn't like the helmet guy. Like I was not about
Dark
it.
helmet?
Dark helmet, and then like the ring. I didn't like the whole ring thing either. Like,
Well, the
I
ring
was
meant
a-
nothing. He had the Schwartz the whole time.
the Schwartz is inside.
I wasn't a fan of Spaceballs. You were right though. The spaceship did get me at the beginning.
Yeah.
I thought that was
It's
like the
good stuff.
funniest joke.
So-
It went downhill after that.
That and combing the desert with like.
Combing the
That,
Desert's
yeah,
funny.
that was good too.
There is a major difference in ages here. So I'm just curious. Do you know like Rick Moranis, Hannah?
Only from like Broad City, or am I thinking of someone else?
I definitely
Nope,
know.
I'm
he
thinking
hasn't done
of,
he hasn't done stuff in a very long
Like
time.
Honey, I
Honey, I
Shrunk the
Shrunk the
Yeah,
Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah,
No,
that's about
no.
it. Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, Little Giants.
Okay, I've actually never seen any of these movies.
Okay,
I actually
alright.
don't know Rick Moranis, and I don't think I want to get to know him. I'll be honest.
He's coming back for
Oh.
Spaceballs 2.
He's coming back
The
for-
search for
yeah.
more money. So.
I didn't think he was funny in Spaceballs. I just don't like the like whiny characters. I think that's like
That's a
fair.
fair take.
that's just what gets it for me. I think it drowns out too
Yeah.
long. Like I don't care. Like him having tyrants and that, and then shrinking the dicks. I was like, this isn't for me.
If you don't like
Okay.
the whiny characters, don't watch Anakin Skywalker in the newer Star Wars movies then.
Last thing I want to talk about Spaceballs is because I'm curious if you found this gag funny, Hannah. Him taking the teleporter to the room right next door, and then his face is backwards.
Yeah.
No.
Working out the
That didn't
kinks.
do it for you, huh?
No, that whole thing, I did not like that.
Okay, fine.
You didn't like when they went plaid?
No, okay. They were just, no, it didn't hit for me.
It's one of those ones where you're like, is there something I'm missing from not having been alive in the 80s? Like, what was what was when they make the jump to like terror? What is it called? Light something speed? Like, I can't remember it, but it's so stupid. It's like
ultra light speed or
yeah,
something.
it's like a ridiculous term for it. And it's like, is there something going on? Like, was there? And then there's all the like meta stuff of like, oh, we're gonna watch the movie to like
Yeah, to
get
watch the
ahead of,
movie,
like,
yeah.
to watch the
Yeah,
movie.
that was the part that I really hated. I didn't like breaking the third wall or the fourth wall. I was not a fan of that at all.
Apparently that stuff is based on like a Star Trek episode where there's like they watch security cam in a Star Trek episode, but it's literally just the movie played back on security cam, not like shot differently. So that's what the bit is there. But again, you have to like you have to
know
known
it,
that.
yeah.
and stuff
Also,
like
I think because I've seen other like I do like Star Wars. I just want to say for the
yeah.
record, I am a Star Wars fan. But just because I've seen even like Family Guy's like parody episode
Right,
before this, that like
Robot Chicken.
I just in Robot Chicken, yeah, I just feel like there's like better parodies of
I
Star Wars
can
out
agree
there.
with that. Yeah, absolutely. This one feels a bit all over the place, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like it's almost like they started on Star Wars, and then there's like, we're gonna do some marketing gags. We're gonna do a bit of like Indiana Jones is tossed in there a little bit, like yogurt. Like, was there a big yogurt joke in the 80s that we're missing, or is it just funny that like Yoda and yogurt kind of sound?
That's
similar?
it. It's another food
that's it,
joke. Yeah,
It
they
also,
really went hard on the food-based puns.
Yeah.
They didn't utilize John Candy enough. I feel like in this as well. I feel
will
like
say
too
that.
much.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fair.
he was a
Rick
half man,
Moranis-
half dog. I mean,
too much Helmet Man, like Darth Helmet. Like they really like just did Rick Moranis about the jokes and centered around him. But John Candy's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, and even like, yeah, the man, half dog. Like at the beginning, they have the gags of like him eating the dog bones and stuff like that. But then it never really comes up again that like he's a dog. You know, like they're like halfway through the movie, it's like they decided to forget he was half dog. Like.
now I do want your opinion. Is this Star Wars canon? Because in the truck stop, you can see the Millennium Falcon. Does
Yeah,
this
yeah, I see
mean
that.
this
I
is
see that.
set in the Star Wars universe?
It's like, 'cause I was when we did the episode for this, I was saying like, this is kind of like the blueprint for the first 30 minutes of Phantom Menace. Like, it's like, if you go back and look at the plot lines, it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna go. They're
Same beats, yeah.
same beats. So I'm like, okay, George definitely stole a little bit of this. But let's talk a little bit about the Naked Gun.
Yeah, so I want your thoughts here. What you guys are saying? You're all Star Wars fans. I know, Hannah. You watched like the entire Attack of the Clones like series or whatever. Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the
Clone
Clones.
Wars. My mistake. Chaps, you
That's
have the tattoo.
Yoda from Attack of the Clones.
Jim, you just bought a very expensive lightsaber. I'm like the only one who's just more of a casual fan, I guess. And maybe that's why I really liked Naked Gun. Like, to me, Naked Gun and Hunters of Beavers were the big surprises this season.
Naked Gun for me is just more timeless because it's more of a spoof on a genre of stuff overall rather than like a moment in time.
Single movie,
which is like Spaceballs is a moment in time kind of spoof, right? Parody. Naked Gun is like, let's make fun of detectives, let's make fun of like just all sorts of different shit.
Cops,
and it just
movies.
is timeless, right? And I was very surprised by the Naked Gun as well. Like, it's so funny. Such a funny movie.
I love the Naked Gun. What's the lead actor's
Leslie
name?
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. I love him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a huge Airplane fan. Like, I love like making fun of things that are just like very like straightforward, like an Airplane where he's like, "Don't call me Shirley," and he brings those jokes in a Naked Gun as well.
The
Yeah, the
misdirection,
misdirects where
yeah.
it's like, oh, like it's not misdirects. It's not a pun, but it's like
Yeah.
And I thought as well, like similar to Hundreds of Beavers and that, and Monty Python even, where like the jokes were drowned out and they really like beat them to a pulp, but it wasn't like in a bad way where I'm over it. Like, I want this to be beaten more. Please give me more.
Every single time he was parking, he just hit something. Just such an all-time recurring bit. Like,
Coming back from the airport with the trays attached to the car.
so good.
And the entire scene at the Anaheim Stadium.
Yeah.
Just all of it's so good. Like, he's doing the anthem and they're moving over. Like, he starts calling like balls.
He gets really into it. He's like, oh yeah, everyone's loving what I'm doing here.
It really just became a baseball movie for most of it, right?
And do we think this is where the band camp scene from American Pie is based off of?
yeah. The PD, PD.
Yeah,
Actually, that's a good comp. Yeah. I also love like this is kind of like the plot for like the Kingsman and stuff. Like, you can see like this audio device that's going to control someone for remote assassinations. Like, it's all
It's
there.
been reused. It's been rehashed.
But also like that alone is like a really good spy movie plot.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a decent, like, they came up with a pretty believable and like decent like premise for the movie to base all these antics around. I really appreciate that.
For sure. Really quickly before we move on, we can talk the new Naked Gun as well.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't think of anybody better to replace Leslie Nielsen.
That's actually the siren from the beginning of the movie. They're driving through the studio right now.
Liam Neeson, I thought he absolutely killed Leslie Nielsen's role.
Oh yeah, I think we saw it together. It was so good. Like, the only one person could do that sort of like deadpan delivery while never being sort of the butt of the joke and just selling you on it, I guess.
And it really does. It makes me curious how Spaceballs 2 is going to play out, right? So, here we have two spoofs from the 80s that are now being rehashed in the 2020s, right?
Right.
I thought the new Naked Gun was really funny. I thought it was good. Spaceballs 2, I'm like pretty apprehensive about. I know they're bringing back Rick Moranis, but I'm just...
I feel like it's got a lot of material with like how divisive the Star Wars fan base is
That's a
with
good
like
point,
the prequels and now the sequels. I'm like it has to ride on that pretty hard, right?
And I think it's going to be more all encompassing than just a Star Wars spoof. Like, I don't know if you've seen the teaser. They've like, there's been 27 MCU movies and like 5 Avatars, and like, so I think they're going to do
More
every,
like
I think it's
take on franchises.
yeah, it's going to be
and,
more like
commentary
akin
on
to a
that.
scary movie.
Yeah.
I think, and then like sort of just about Star Wars.
I didn't like the remake as much as I liked the original.
Oh, really?
Like, it wasn't
Interesting.
even close. Like, there's the one scene in the remake with the chili dogs. Like, obviously, that was hilarious. And also, I can relate. I have had a chili dog for breakfast. It's delicious.
Yeah.
You do go back for seconds. But I didn't think Liam Neeson like hit the same. Like, I really didn't like him in that role. But like, as you're saying now, like, I don't know who else is like old enough that could take on that role. I don't know an
fair.
older actor that would play it the same way, but it's just with Liam Neeson, I just maybe it's because of like I look at him still from the Taken franchises, but he has a like darkness about him where like I feel like Leslie Nielsen like he gives like optimism, he's an asshole,
He's
but
goofy.
like he's goofy, you know, where like Liam Neeson he's a little too dark, I think, for this role.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Pamela Anderson as well.
Oh, now that's a hot take.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I think it maybe the new one maybe lacks a bit of the smarts that come with the old one. Like, there's that bribery scene in the original one where they're going back and forth like, yeah, why don't you grease me up and I'll tell you.
It's just like $5.
And that's just so smart and clever while being hilarious at the same time. Like, and I just think some of that is missing in the new one, where it is very much more just the misdirects, the slapstick, that kind of stuff.
True, fair enough. All right, chaps, kick us off here. Naked Gun or Spaceballs?
I'm gonna go Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. Hannah?
Naked Gun as well. Oh, and just to clarify, I was thinking of Fred Emerson or Fred
Armisen?
Armisen
Okay,
is who I
yeah.
thought Rick Moranis was. So just to clarify.
Honestly, I can kind of see it for some reason. I'm also Naked Gun. Jim?
Yeah, I'm on the outer again. I'll go Spaceballs for this one.
Oh, okay. All right, we got Naked Gun moving on. Let's take a quick break. When we're back, we'll start our second round. All right, we're back. We're starting off with an absolute bloodbath here. Round 2 of that new. We got Ricky Stanicky taking on Hundreds of Beavers. Chaps, I do want to start with you because I know you love both of these movies.
I don't know why you did that, man. Why would you start with me? It's so hard because, it's so hard to have a great comedy in the last 5 years. Like, it's so difficult to make these movies, and these are two completely different movies. One's a silent slapstick comedy set to be kind of like a turn of the century film, and the other is a trio with like just this awesome character that's been created. I don't even know where to go.
I was going to say, let's start with cast. So we have the cast of the Beavers versus Zac Efron.
We got this guy named Ryland Cole Twos Brixton and his buddies in beaver costumes.
Can't forget about the wolves.
It's all the same 6 guys.
Yeah, they play multiple characters.
all
I mean,
the
not
same
every
6
actor
guys.
can play multiple roles in the same movie. I mean, Monty Python did it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I actually heard that one of the Beavers was played by Joaquin Phoenix. He was out there just chewing trees for a good month.
They didn't actually put him in much of the film. It was kind of weird. It's too method for them.
It's actually Nicolas Cage in all of those Beavers costumes.
Yeah, like I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Like
I'm leaning towards Ricky Stanicky, obviously not just because I hated Hundreds of Beavers, but because that's the type of comedy and movie I want made more of, right?
Yeah, no, that's
Supporting those sorts of films is going to normalize again that making of that, mid-budget. I don't know if it's mid-budget. You got Cena and Efron in there, but more of these movies where you don't need an action scene. It doesn't have to necessarily be arty. It can just be one of those old sort of classic 2000s comedies.
I heard that the entire budget went to Billy Idol for John Cena's rendition of White Wedding.
He did sue him at the end.
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
You saw my act?
Yeah, Hundreds of Beavers I thought was too long as well. I thought
fair.
they could have cut the last hour. I feel like
The last hour.
like
It's
not
like an
just-
hour and a half.
Yeah. No, it felt so long.
Really? Okay.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
It does start to. I'll give you that. It does start to drag a bit towards the end. It's like they've gone so. I don't know. It's one of those things. They've gone so far, and they're in the fucking beaver castle now, and it's like they're doing all this shit. And now there's Mecha Beaver. Like it kind of goes like. It was already 0 to 100 to start, and then it goes like to 100 to 200 to fucking end. It's crazy.
I mean, the pressing question here is really, are we coming at this from an objective standpoint, or are we trying to just determine what entertained us the most, right?
That's what I'm trying to-
Because
yeah.
objectively, it's like Hundreds of Beavers, like Jim, whether you liked it or not, it's like, it's art.
You can
know?
appreciate
like, that
it,
is,
yeah.
You can appreciate the filmmaking involved. You can appreciate like the freshness of it. Whereas with Ricky Stanicky, like objectively, I found it just fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
But it's a stupid fucking movie.
Yeah. Dude,
It's so dumb.
and this is about the funniest movie ever, right? So I ranked both of these movies quite highly. Like they're both in my top 5. I think it was like 1, 2, 3 kind of thing of like Beavers, 22, Stanicky. So it's like I don't even know where to go because I love them both. I appreciate Jim's point too. Like we want more of these kind of comedies. I think I said at the end of our episode on Stanicky, it's like if Prime wants to just become the studio of making these kind of mid-budget comedies, that feels like a bread and butter scenario to me.
But that also pisses me off a little too because I'd love to see this in theaters. Like
Yeah.
I watched this from my couch. I would have
hard.
went to theaters and seen this for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like, I'd rather sit at home. Like, if I'm watching it in the theater, like, how high am I? You know what I mean?
As high as you want. How
like-
comfortable high.
But also with Ricky Stanicky, like Jim said, it's an original idea too. Like, who would like everyone that you can relate to? Like, everybody had something that they would blame it on when they get
Exactly.
in
Everyone
trouble
had a
by their
scapegoat.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like to be able to make like an hour and a half long movie out of like a simple idea of like blaming something on an imaginary person as a kid.
Because
Like,
I think it was like one of the best unwritten scripts for a while. So you can kind of tell that the movie idea had been around for a while because you don't see these types of films. So yeah, for me, like on the topic of Hundreds of Beavers dragging, I kind of thought Stanicky could have been a bit tighter as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too, so
I just feel like that's like a common note for like any movie nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like every movie just feels like they have a little bit too much in it. They could have made it a little bit faster.
I love a good long movie though. Like you
It's
sit
gotta
me
be
down
good,
for
though.
like a 3.5 hour movie, like I'm there. Like I love to like Return of the King.
Return of the King.
It's gotta be one of those kind of movies. Like I'm not sitting down for a 3.5 hour fucking Ricky Stanicky movie. I don't know if I'm in. I don't think you got enough content for that.
It's true, right? We all love Return of the King. We all love friendship.
But it's like I feel like also like with the original idea thing, like it's the first one since The Hangover where it's like, I'm excited about what the plot actually is and like where they're going to take it. Yeah, like if they were to make a sequel to Ricky Stanicky, like I'd be excited for it as well. Like,
I truly had no idea how they were going to wrap up that movie either. I'm like, how are we getting out of this, guys?
It's when he starts working at the company. That's when I'm like,
too far.
Is this change direction? But it comes back around like it does.
It's tough. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we'll start with you, Hannah. Ricky Stanicky or Beavers?
Oh, I didn't want to start.
Does anybody want to start?
Look, I think we all know what I'm going to vote for. Hundreds of Beavers is not what I'm voting for. It is Ricky Stanicky.
All right, one for Ricky. I'm going to go Ricky too. Everybody knows I have garbage taste in movies, so I get away with this, chaps.
I know I came in here with an agenda to just go Hundreds of Beavers all the way just because it is something so fresh and different than I haven't seen anymore. But I kind of was swayed over by Jim's point of I want to support more movies like Ricky Stanicky and see more of these in theater. So I think I'm going to go Ricky Stanicky.
All right. Not that it matters because that's 3-0 so far. But Hannah,
Yeah, Jim also convinced me to go for Ricky Stanicky.
we're all just throwing Jim under the bus.
Yeah,
That's a very good point that you brought up.
point. No, even like I just didn't remember a lot of that movie. I feel and Hundreds of Beavers I recently rewatched, so I feel like it was more fresh. But
Yeah.
Listen,
It's not to say Hundreds of Beavers is a fantastic movie, and I commend and applaud those guys that went out into the fucking North Woods of Wisconsin and just made something. Kudos to you guys.
when the film students in their berets and scarves come looking for us, we will point them to Australia where Jim lives.
I'll take all the blame.
good thing he's got that lightsaber now.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see how far Jim can push us here because our next matchup is Grandma's Boy versus 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Interesting.
Jim, take a back seat for a second. Chap, start us off.
I'm leaning in this matchup more onto Grandma's Boy. I think I don't know. I think I find it funnier. There's a little bit more relatable humor to me in it with like the video game culture and stuff like that. Like the whole calling Pete. Is it Peter? Is his name Peter in the movie or Alex?
Alex.
His real name's Peter something. Calling him like Graybush and he's got he's taking on the kids in the games. It's really funny. Like I find that stuff good. And 40 just like it's got moments. It's got good stuff. But I don't know. It like again. I think it was a skit that should have stayed a skit kind of thing.
Something I want to point out that we didn't really touch on in the last matchup is the supporting cast here because this is interesting. We have 40-Year-Old Virgin with a stacked supporting cast of Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, right? Grandma's Boy, not really stacked. I mean, we have Jonah not quite in his prime. We have Nick Swartzen, who is doing God knows what now, right?
Weird roles.
Yet, I find the supporting cast in Grandma's Boy so much more enjoyable and so much more likable. Like, Nick Swartzen is hilarious, and I think he's going toe-to-toe here with Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd. I think he steals the show.
We get one of my least favorite versions of Seth Rogen in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
It's the like assholey douchebag version.
Tribal tattoo,
like just and that stupid fucking goatee mustache like version of Seth Rogen. He's just not. He's the non-likable. He's coming right out of he's in Freaks and Geeks, right?
Yeah.
He's playing kind of a similar character as that, right? Where he's kind of like a bit of a high school bully-ish almost, and like kind of hard, edgy kind of guy. I don't like him when he plays those roles.
Yeah, I don't think any of the supporting cast is likable in 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
Maybe not even the main cast. Like, I don't think I like any of them, but that's also why I think it's funny because they're hateable and then
fair.
you're kind of laughing at them.
And also, let's be real. Steve Carell is the most good-looking guy out of that bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he got a major glow up for this.
Well,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Him and Paul Rudd.
Once he shaved his chest, I mean, that scene's pretty legendary.
You look like a Mano Lantern.
First take as well. I mean,
And
it was
also
pretty
like for real.
Yeah.
Like they just, and it wasn't a real like waxing person. It was just a actress who just
Comedian,
ripped it off, and that's real blood.
I have seen a guy get his hairy chest waxed before, and exact same thing, all blood,
Yeah.
everything. So it's realistic. I mean, we'll give him props for that.
I'd like to also think that in between takes, like the guys were also like ripping it, like they were taking
we'll go one
turns.
for one. We'll go one for one.
I think an interesting comp here out of the movies we do have this season would be Vacation. Whereas I feel like we have a blueprint here with Judd Apatow movies, right? Because this one kind of kicked it off, and to me, it's not as tight as what follows. You know, Like, I think this is the first movie where they truly started to just riff.
Right.
Right? And maybe that's why we have like such a long runtime. I mean, I know all of his movies are long, but this one especially feels long. And I think maybe this is, guys just kind of riff. Steve just riff, like you mentioned, Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd playing video games. They're just kind of riffing, right? Not much is left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, I think it has a long run time. It feels long because the story's not that great. It doesn't have like a real heart of the story.
It's like they had the story and like, oh, this is going to be like 90 minutes. But once they included all the jokes, then obviously it pads it out a fair bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way the plot progresses in Grandma's Boy is a lot more smoother, I find. It looked like they were, like, with 40-Year-Old Virgin, it looks like they're kind of stumbling a little bit to maybe see how they can get this plot to move forward, rather than just at the beginning, like, just getting them laid. Like, they're like, no, like
It's a simple solution to this,
Yeah, a whole relationship in that. But, like, Grandma's Boy, like, with, like, JP's, he, like, steals the ideas of, like, the video games, and now you're like, oh, like, this is believable, like, how he ended up getting his success and why he's so gimmicky in that, too.
Interesting from a writing standpoint to make the kid who gets bullied the antagonist.
I mean, it's a choice. It's definitely a choice. It's also really funny that like to solve all of this, there's no like way to find like his name. Like did Alex not program his name into the credits somewhere of this game? Why do we need his grandmother to play it in a battle like to prove she's better than fucking JP? What?
I think both of these movies too also suffer from 2006-isms.
Yes.
There's a lot of inappropriateness in both.
Yes.
I mean, there's the jerking off to the mom, which
to Laura Croft.
I thought it was Xena.
It's not.
He says her name.
He does. He says it like several times.
Oh, she's Lucy Lawless.
Oh. Angelina Jolie.
I really do think too, like in terms of funniness, like toe to toe, like Grandma's Boy just, I don't know. Nick Swartzen, he
Come out of my
makes me
house,
howl.
the next thing I know, I'm looking at the king of the jungle.
I got a bear. I'm thinking of getting sweet rims for my car bed. Like
Or maybe AV radio, talk to other car beds.
for some reason, Nick Swartzen's voicemail to JP also gets me. Where he's just like, hello,
Hello, I'm a robot.
my name is JP. I'm a robot. I like robots. I'm thinking of the wrong scene. It's where they call Alex to tell him his grandma's there, and Nick Swartzen answers, and he goes, "Hello, it's Alex. Special delivery. Oh, I hope it's a boner."
That's good stuff.
So bad. We're gonna kick off the voting here. I'm gonna vote Grandma's Boy.
Yeah.
Hannah.
Yeah, Grandma's Boy.
Also Grandma's Boy.
Again, odd one out. 30-Year-Old Virgin.
Sorry, Jim.
If you had robot ears, you would have been Grandma's Boy.
Oh,
I think a big part is that Grandma's Boy I didn't watch till I was an adult. For 40-Year-Old Virgin I watched as a teenager.
so you got some
again,
of
that
the-
nostalgia factor.
some of the member berries.
Yeah, the member berries. They're playing pretty hard work here.
I'm really surprised, chaps, because I remember you were not a fan of Grandma's Boy when we did it this season.
I wasn't a fan of either one of these movies. So I had to pick one.
Best of a bad lot.
Yeah.
He's like, honestly, I just hate myself at this point. For making those. Okay, let's jump to sequels here. We have 22 Jump Street taking on American Pie 2.
We should just talk about 22 Jump Street because we forgot.
We can finally
didn't
talk
forget
about-
to.
we didn't
but
forget.
we
I mean,
just- it was just a layup in the first round.
If we talked about it in the first round, Clerks 2 would get absolutely no love. not that it deserves any, but
Yeah. I mean, 22 Jump Street is, in my opinion, kind of like the blueprint of how to do a fucking sequel and nail it. It kind of follows the Austin Powers 2
You just do the
methodology.
exact same thing.
We got more money, do the same thing with newer, fresher jokes. Infiltrate the dealers, find the suppliers. That's all you got to do. It was
yeah,
so
but if they find the suppliers, they don't really have to infiltrate the dealers.
How are you going to find the suppliers if you don't infiltrate the dealers?
Also, for the cast, like comparing these two, like American Pie 2 is just about the main guys, but 22 Jump Street, like you have even like the villain, and then they bring back Dave Franco and that, like in
Rob
the
Riggle.
prison.
Yeah,
Like
Rob
it's
Riggle.
the supporting cast. Oh, even like the whole scene of like Ice Cube like freaking out when he finds out like Schmidt's been like hooking up with his
Just
daughter.
give the man his string beats.
Looks like he's in a giant tub
What's
of
up,
ice.
Doug? How you doing, Doug? So great. And yeah, like you mentioned the villain, like Peter Stormare, like that guy's like a classic, like he's a villain in like proper movies, like proper like
Yeah.
action
Yeah.
movies. So he really brings like a level to that. And then you also get Wyatt Russell and Jimmy Tatro as the fucking the other
The
Jimmy
football
Smith.
players.
Yeah.
Zook and Rooster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zook and Rooster.
Rooster is so good in this movie.
Like Zook, what a great name for a QB in college, right?
Yeah. The tattoo is brilliant.
Yeah.
I like that Lord and Miller too. It's like they could see ahead of time the things that we're gonna nitpick, like Jonah Hill being an old ass man, and they're like, no, let's make that funny. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like,
You got
yeah.
crow's feet.
Yeah, fucking narc. What are you doing here?
like the,
You just looked at your badge.
you're like the loudest climaxer ever.
She's really funny too.
Jillian Bell.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
brings a lot to the movie.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing for sure. And I mean, I love American Pie too. Like I said, it's my favorite of the American Pies, but it's just maybe it's the difference in age between the two. I don't know, but
There's also like the all-time scene for me is in the prison, like with Rob Riggle and James Franco, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Eric's bitch in here." He's like, "No, you're not." Like,
classic
Dave Franco
Schmidt.
doesn't want to be in this.
Classic
And
Schmidt being a
Flo.
little bitch.
What's this sound like? Sounds like
That's
being a
Schmidt being a little bitch.
It's so funny.
I think 22 is a bit more timeless.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to be able to watch this in another 10 years and it's
Yeah.
probably still going to hold up. American Pie, I think with time, it's only going to get worse.
That said, American Pie 2 has one of the most like secondhand cringe scenes in all movies I've ever seen, and it's him gluing his hand to his dick, and you can feel
tape, yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
feel the panic set in, right? And I think despite it being a VHS, like in 2025, this is still so funny and like not relatable, but like understandable.
the fear is 100% understandable.
It's the best when he gets his hand detached from his dick and then he's like, oh, okay. And then decides to grab the movie. It's like, you just saw that it had glue all
What are you
over
doing?
it.
And then he has to open the doorknob with his mouth, and that's like just
He's
it
in
makes
the
you
shower,
shudder. It
he's
makes
in
you
the shower
shudder.
Scrubbing,
Yeah,
and,
like,
like,
how did he get in? How did he turn on the shower?
with his mouth.
I would have liked to see how that played out. Yeah, with this.
But the part where he has the VHS in his hand and he looks at it and he realizes it, right? And then he goes to throw the VHS
Yeah, and it doesn't
and he
move.
nails it. Like, that's top tier acting right there.
The VHS sort of slid out the bottom and just the cardboard's attached to his hand.
That actually would have been pretty funny. Like going out onto the roof and his pants falling down, or is it a towel? The towel falls down. like it just
it's the towel.
That is an all-time scene, that's for sure.
the
but
scene is so good. And like having to like know in advance that they have to be painters, right? For him to look at the truck and be like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
paint
the
thinner or
paint
whatever
thinner, all that stuff.
to get it off. Like it's all chef's kiss. It's
Yeah.
it's so crisp. The joke is written so perfectly. It needs an applause. You know,
I'll
we
give
can't
it
forget
that. It's got a good moment in that. But then I'll raise you slam poetry, and Captain finding out Schmidt fucked the captain's daughter.
Yep.
Just there's so many great the meat cute.
The meat cute, yeah.
Hey man, you got your cue in my meat. Like, just like, it's so good.
And I'm gonna keep playing devil's advocate because you know my gripe with 22 Jump Street too. Like the worst part about it, in my opinion, is the drug trip. And maybe Hannah can back me up here. It's just 21's drug trip is so good.
Yeah,
You know, put your tongue back in your mouth.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Put your tongue back in
The
your mouth.
baton being his dick. You know, like organized sports are so fascist.
Fuck you, science.
I don't know though. Like I quote that drug scene like so often. Like
In the
when they're,
second-
like,
this is
in the second
21.
one.
What-
No, in the second
what
one.
part?
Like where like he's having like a really good time and Schmidt's like in the like wilderness.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like there's so many times where like you know you don't know how your friends are gonna be with like
Yeah.
edibles or stuff like that, and like you're having this awesome time and you look over and like your friend's like in the corner having to like a panic attack.
King of Creed.
Yeah, you're like I don't know how to help you. I'm having too much fun. Like.
You're dragging me down, metaphorically and literally.
What I do love though is they continuously play on the like Channing Tatum is this action star trope, and,
Yeah.
and Jonah Hill needs a lot of help to get things done. So when they do the drug trip, that they rig up this winch system to raise Jonah to the top of the thing while Channing Tatum just parkours his way up. I love that kind of juxtaposition.
Yeah, I just don't think it hits the same. And then we end up at the Beer Olympics too, which is
Right,
like,
yeah.
I think maybe that was in theory funnier than actually like it playing out because it was just kind of
It's a very
we get
like,
it. Tatum's good at drinking beer.
it's
Jonah
very
Hill's
trope of college. Too.
yeah, small and fat.
But like the slow mo jump like through the like cases of beer like still gets me. Like he looks like a whale.
he looks like Ralph Wiggum being thrown through the window.
yeah.
I'm a rock.
I do love what comes after that though, where it's like I think maybe we should just investigate other people. You're saying you want an open investigation?
Okay, with that, Jim, kick us off here. 22 or American Pie 2?
It's 22 all the way for me.
Chaps?
Also 22.
Hannah?
Yeah, it's gotta be
It's a
22.
clean sweep for sure. Okay, let's move on to the Dadley category here. We have Monty Python taking on Naked Gun. Is this a Clash of the Titans here? I keep saying that, and I feel like this one truly is, in
This
my
one
opinion.
feels a bit like, I mean, if we had our dads here, yes, they would not be able to choose between these two movies.
It's so hard. I love Naked Gun, and it was such a surprise, but Monty Python is truly timeless.
The Monty Python nostalgia and member berries is like really coming up for me. I'm like, man, it's my dad showed it to me. It's such a great movie, but Naked Gun's funnier, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think Naked Gun is kind of a funnier movie than Monty Python. Like Monty Python's got some all-time bits, like it's got its highlights, but all the way through, Naked Gun is kind of making you laugh the whole time. It's
Okay.
a laughs per second kind of movie, right?
That's a good point. Yeah, how like Monty Python loses you a bit in the middle,
Yeah.
where it's like Naked Gun. I didn't get that. Like I was laughing throughout the whole thing.
Interesting.
Monty Python also doesn't star O.J. Simpson too, so
Oh, that's
there is
forgot about
one
that. Forgot
big
about that.
missing piece there.
Jeez.
a lot of problematic cast members.
I don't know. After seeing the new one, I'm finding too a lot of the bits are kind of like mixing for me. Like I'm having a hard time remembering what's from what, other than of course Liam Neeson going, I'd have 6 more that day with the burritos.
No, it's chili dogs.
Sorry, the chili dogs. Whereas Monty Python, like I'm not confusing the coconuts with anything.
That's true.
That's their
true.
thing, right?
I feel like you couldn't have the Naked Gun without Monty Python either.
That's
I
true. Yeah,
think
Monty
it
Python
kind
predates
of-
it.
Monty Python's just hilarious. Even when he's arguing with like the French guards like, at the castle, and like they start throwing a
What do you
cow
already
at
got
him.
one?
Yeah, he turns to his boys. I told him we already have one.
Like snickering, like, oh, we got
It's
him.
also like the way his like gloves work too, like the whatever metal glove. They're just like so
With mittens.
floppy. Yeah, exactly. He's just like flopping his hands over the edge. It's so great.
Yeah, the repeated gag of the catapult got me every time. Even when they like sent in the wooden, like the Trojan horse. Yeah, but you know it's coming over. You know that's what's gonna happen. But it was still so funny when it landed.
Bevedier's explaining to him. He's like, yeah, so we'll be in the horse. And he's like, who's going to be in the horse? And the horse is already in the castle.
Lancelot and me.
If she weighs as much as a duck,
I like that she's just like fair.
yeah, you got me.
I mean, I'm ready to vote personally, unless somebody wants to try and sway me here. For me, it's Monty Python all the way.
I'm gonna go Monty Python too, just because I need to.
Just because I need to.
You can't have more chili dogs.
John Cleese is actually behind me. And Hannah?
Yeah, it's Monty Python. Even the other gag that got me was the one with the cart with the dead.
Oh yeah, bring
And
out
he's
the
like,
shit dead.
he's not dead yet. And he's like, yes, he is. He's like, no, I'm feeling fine.
Yeah, I'm actually feeling better.
Yeah, and also a big thing with Monty Python, I love the returning to the earlier jokes too.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that one they
Yes.
return to later on when he's like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
definitely Monty Python all the way.
Jim, I'm curious.
Yeah, it's a clean sweep for this one.
There you go.
Definitely the Holy Grail.
All right, we're kicking off our division finals here. We have the champion of that new, Ricky Stanicky, going against the champion of Bargain Bin, Grandma's Boy.
This is a pretty cut and dry one for me.
I mean, the humor is not dissimilar.
Yeah, it's a bit raunch, bit
Raunch
dick
versus
jokey.
raunch, I think, yeah.
I don't know though. Like if you were to, so what? Grandma's Boy's got to be what, 20 years, almost 20 years old now. Well, it came out in 2006.
2006.
If you 20 years from now, you're gonna rewatch Ricky Stanicky and still have the same laughs, or you still quote it the same way you would quote
I mean,
Grandma's
the
Boy. you
boner
know?
jams are still funny 20 years from now. I'm going to say, like, Billy Idol, he's still getting played. Like, I'm still laughing at that.
Big jokes are eternal.
William H. Macy being a world-class air dicker. That's gold.
The air dicking is, we didn't even touch on the air
we
dicking.
didn't.
In 20 years from now, people are still going to be air dicking when they're giving presentations.
It's true. It's going to be timeless.
Air dicking all over the place.
I've been doing it this whole podcast.
That's why it's not video. Actually, it was supposed to be video. Jim requested we moved to strict audio after getting caught air dicking. Ricky Stanicky, though, I don't know. John Cena, 20 years from now, like, is this something he's going to look back on and being like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking? Probably the same way, you know?
But I don't know. You look at him in like Peacemaker. It's the same thing. He's engaging, comedic, steals the show. I think that's just him now. Like he's gone through this sort of transformation that, you know, he's probably going to look back and be like, yeah, that was just like the start of something bigger, maybe.
That was fun.
He did come from wrestling. Like, and let's be real, guys, wrestling is drag shows for straight men. Like, that's all it is. They got a persona, they're putting on an outfit, they got choreo. Like, I don't think he's afraid to really branch out and put himself out there in these types of roles.
It's always funny whenever I see John Cena. It's just like you mentioned Peacemaker. I was trying to watch it the one time, the second season, and him in normal clothes doesn't make sense.
It shouldn't be in an
It
outfit.
doesn't make any sense. He was wearing like a plaid shirt, and his hands are just way too big for the plaid shirt. It's like, what do you can't never be outside your costume, or like when he's playing Stanicky, he's got that suit and the hat, and like so he looks good in it, right? And or he's got his fucking piss stained sweatpants on.
But he's almost got too much hair in this movie too, which kind of is a bit.
I just, at the end of the day, I don't know if we look back on his performance the same way we look back on White Goodman. Like maybe that's just a generational thing where I still think White Goodman is hilarious.
White Goodman's an all-time character.
We're still quoting White Goodman. I don't know if I'm going to be quoting like John Cena in this.
It didn't have the penetration of those movies though. Pardon the dick pun. But because everyone else is probably quoting, Dodgeball, people aren't walking around quoting this movie because probably not as many people have seen this movie.
That's fair.
That's a big problem.
But
Because
also,
no, go ahead.
but
Hannah.
also, like, I'm quoting Grandma's Boy.
I was
Like,
just
still
about
to
to
this
say that.
day.
Like Grandma's Boy, although I feel like didn't get a fair shake in theaters or maybe just of its era, it's sneaky quotable. Like 20 years later, I'm still saying like shit's weed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's lots of lines from it that are still around today, but it's one of those things. It's a different time, right? Like all those movies had a chance to be on DVD, and you go to fucking Blockbuster and we're like, oh yeah, let's get the Vince Vaughn movie. Why would we not get the Vince Vaughn's Ben Stiller movie? Like, I don't know. I just feel like if Ricky Stanicky got the same shake at it,
You think so?
It might be.
It's like we gotta wait 20 years to see though, right? Like, yeah, we're not quoting it yet, but that's because we've only watched it like once or twice. I've seen Dodgeball 1,000,000 times because it's so good.
I will say, you know what? This does feel like a 2006 movie too. Like it is kind of a nice return to form. And,
Yeah.
And I mean, I probably would still be quoting Air Dicking if this had come out 20 years ago.
I could see myself rewatching Stanicky. Like I'm going to rewatch
Yeah,
it.
I've
Probably eventually. Like,
rewatched
it's
it on the
going to-
rewatch. It's just as funny, right?
Yeah, I'm going to continue watching it. So who knows? It has the potential, I think.
I think
to become quotable.
also Ricky Stanicky, I guess, can appeal to like everybody. Whereas like Grandma's Boy, like if you don't play video games, like a
Yeah,
lot of the jokes
kinda
aren't
niche.
gonna land as well.
That's
like,
true. I did try to watch this one with my wife, and actually it was her idea. She's like, "Oh, like I haven't seen this. Is it funny?" And I'm like, "I don't know if it's funny for you." You know?
So you're also like worried, like I haven't seen it in 20 years.
I'm good to vote if you guys are.
Yes, I'm gonna go Ricky Stanicky.
All right.
I'm gonna go Grandma's Boy.
Oh,
I'll go Ricky Stanicky also.
I'm also gonna go Stanicky. Stanicky moving on to the finals. Okay, 22 Jump Street versus Monty Python. Who's brave enough to start this one?
God, this is a tough one. I don't even like. This is like all-time nostalgia against like one of the best comedies I've
Classics,
seen.
yeah.
Like it's. I think 22 has the edge for me in this regard. It's more recent. It's way more my humor. As much as I love Monty Python, I think it's got to be 22, right?
There's never a lag in 22 either.
Yeah.
Like I find like I was engaged the whole time, like there wasn't a point in 22 where I'm like, oh, it's kind of dragging. Like I wish it would end. Like I wanted more. Like even at the end, like when they're going through like the different types of new Jump Street sequels, like that gag is hilarious. And then when they're like, oh, there was contract issues, like they replaced like Jonah Hill.
I love after credit scenes too. Like it's so good. There's an impressive feat for both of these movies, right? Whereas with most sequels, you go, do we need this to be a sequel? Like, does this need a sequel, right?
Yeah.
22 Jump Street proved like you can do a very funny, successful sequel.
Yeah.
Monty Python, on the other hand, came out 50 years ago? Still hilarious.
Yeah.
I still find it so funny. And I think like even Hannah, who's on the younger end of us, you think it's funny, right?
Yeah, I loved Monty Python. I had seen it when I was younger though as well, but I thought it hit way more now.
Like I'd be curious to see what the Zillennials think, or what is it, Gen Alpha? Are they old enough to watch this yet? I don't know.
Idea.
There's not enough skibidi in it.
No 6, 7 are out.
6, 7.
Let's talk cast then. John Cleese.
Graham Chapman. There's just tons of guys. Like it's just like an all-time comedy troupe, right? They're not. I think John Cleese becomes the most famous of them all. Playing Q in some of the Bond movies and stuff, right? Yeah, but then you get Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, one of the most iconic comedy duos ever.
Which is funny, saying that because Tatum coming in wasn't, though,
Exactly.
right? Like,
It's
we're
like
coming from
so
Step Up,
against-
and we're coming from like
It's so against type for him, and
Magic
it's just
Mike
works.
and
Same way as like John Cena, even like Efron, right? These guys that have just like come into these comedic roles and really started them. You know, Monty Python, they were comedians who are always going to be comedians.
Yeah.
I think it just really speaks to how hard this decision is, right? When you're talking impressive feats, like check mark for both. You're talking cast, check mark for both. Like there's not really an edge here. It really does come down to what do you find funnier?
Yeah.
But I feel like the gags is what gives Monty Python the humor and what makes it so good. Whereas like you don't necessarily like it's not necessarily about like what that specific bit is for 22 Jump Street. Like it's just like Channing Tatum or Jonah Hill like being themselves, and like that's what makes it funny.
For sure. Like
Jonah
they
Hill's
lean
just a
into the
fat
tropes.
guy, you know, at the end of the day. Like they'll lean into that, and like that'll be what makes it humor. Whereas like Monty Python, like the what is your name? Like, like these are gags, like they're bits. Like it's funny, but it's not very character driven.
Right.
For sure. Even the ending, I mean, of Monty Python is brilliant. Because again, you think like, how do we wrap this up, right? And well, they wrap it up with
They
an
all get
unsolved
arrested.
murder.
Yeah, they all get arrested. And it's just pretty funny. Like it's a subversive move, right? You have this side plot of a detective being like, okay, who killed all these people? It's almost like they're like a film crew were in the woods and like just following them, stabbing people.
And you know, the rewatchability is still there for me. Like we were going through the Dadley movies, and this was the last Dadley movie we watched. And I was a little worried because I didn't enjoy Vacation. I didn't enjoy Spaceballs as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
When we hit Monty Python, I'm like, oh fuck! Like, am I gonna watch this and it's just gonna ruin what I used to think of it? And
I was worried too after those couple.
but it held up, and now I don't know what to do with myself. I'm stalling, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I think I can easily say, not easily, sorry. Like this is a really hard decision, but I think I can say that I like 22 Jump Street better, and I would vote for that.
You're gonna go with 22.
I think it's got. We talk about quotability. It's got all great lines like the slam poetry. Cynthia, die for our Cynthia. It's so good. Like such good stuff, man.
I gotta rush home and feed my boner. Yeah.
Oh, you're the guy with the terrible suggestions.
Hey, why don't you guys just like write jokes ahead of time and then do that?
They do that. It's called stand-up comedy.
Jim, do you want to jump in here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call, right? You have to respect Monty Python and the Holy Grail and everything it did for comedy movies. But I think at the end of the day, I was finding myself laughing a whole lot more watching 22 Jump Street.
Yeah.
And I could put that on in any mood that I was on and laugh at it. To watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I kind of really had to be in the zone. I had to watch it with that like respect to it being like one of the OGs. But 22, it was just extremely high laughs per second.
Hannah?
Yeah, I'm also going 22 all the way. Monty Python, it has its moments and its quotes and that, but 22 Jump Street is just going to be timeless.
I have a hard time with this, and it's not because 22 Jump... Like, I have to think of 22 Jump Street as a movie on its own, right? Because I always go back to, is this better than the first one, 21 Jump Street?
Right.
And I don't think it is.
I think it
But
is,
it's
man.
not up against 21 Jump Street.
Exactly.
It's up against Monty Python. And I do think that without this even being a sequel, like, it's funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, this could be just its own movie. Like, you don't really need the continuation.
This could have been 21 Jump Street. Yeah.
Like, it could just be they started off in college and the whole thing still makes sense, right?
You don't need the context from the other movie.
You don't need the context. Like, it helps with some character development, I guess, but very quickly you learn, like, what's going on here.
Yep.
And I think that's impressive in its own. I'm going to give it to 22 Jump Street. Okay, with that, we have our final set. It is Ricky Stanicky taking on 22 Jump Street. Let's take one more quick break, and when we're back, we'll dive right in.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Don't forget, new episodes drop every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you're enjoying the show, share it with a friend and drop us a 5-star. Don't forget, you can follow us on Instagram and Letterboxd. Our links are in the show notes.
All right, we're back. Ricky Stanicky versus 22 Jump Street. Anybody surprised to see these two in the finals?
Yeah, I don't know how Ricky Stanicky has made it this far. It's just the boner gags and him arriving at the airport and the air dicking. It's three things that are great in this hour and a half long movie.
You're forgetting about the brisk.
Okay, I did forget about the brisk. But also, like, 22 Jump Street, like we just named like throughout even the first round, like it was too good of a movie. We couldn't bring out the gags yet. And then
That's true.
The second round, like it just destroyed it. And then they were still bringing up new ones about 22 Jump Street now, even with the octopus, when they think it's a drug bust and it turns out to be exotic animals. Like you didn't even know what the bust was for when you went there.
We have only had one person do "My name is Jeff" since we started the podcast. So I mean,
You only need one. You only need one.
I could do 3, 4.
We also did falling into character before we started the podcast.
That's true. We did.
So
We kicked it
we
off
were
with-
using it. We've been quoting quite liberally from
Even
22.
like from that opening scene when they're like on top of the truck and then Jonah Hill just gets clotheslined.
So good. It's so good. Yeah, how did Stanicky get here? What did it beat to get here? To give us the rundown, Rip. Give us
Stanicky beat hundreds of Beavers, which we all thought was very impressive, including Jim. And then it beat Grandma's Boy.
That makes sense.
It had a really tough run in that first. Like,
And
kind
I
of
think
surprised that it beat.
Can I go back and change my vote again to hundreds of Beavers? I should never have changed it. I should have stuck to my guns. I had an agenda and I bitched out.
Jim persuaded us with his Australian accent.
I mean, I do agree. Like, we want more comedies like that out there, but
Well, it's hard when you look at it from this way, right? This is the same thing that happened with Dodgeball last season. You had one guy come in and they just stole the show.
yeah.
Speed ran all the way to the finals, and then Dodgeball won on White Goodman's back. Can John Cena do the same thing as Ricky Stanicky?
Dodgeball was up against Neighbors, right?
It was. Same kind of thing,
Dodgeball's
you know.
better
You have
than
you have kind of like a strong duo there in Rose Byrne and Seth Rogen taking on a character actor and Ben Stiller as White Goodman. Here we got Jonah Hill
That's
and
true.
Channing Tatum taking on John Cena dressed as Britney Spears,
So really,
dressed as Billy Idol.
that's really the question: is John Cena's Rock Hard Rod funnier than Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill and the rest of the ensemble that comes with them?
I mean, movies aside, I think he is. I think Rock Hard Rod is a funnier character than what Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill are doing here. Like, if we're just talking characters, I am going to champion John
Yeah,
Cena. here.
his one versus those two, but like you can't forget like Ice Cube, Nick Offerman,
No,
those
I-
kind of
absolutely.
characters as well.
And also, like, but Ricky Stanicky, like, compared to, like, if we're looking at it with Dodgeball, like, White Goodman was able to play off of, like, Vince Vaughn. Like, you know,
That's
like,
true.
it was a real, like, shake and bake. Like,
That's true,
They
yeah.
worked well together. Whereas, like, this one, like you said, like, Zac Efron could be played by Miles Teller and do the same movie.
It's true.
Like,
Yeah,
That's a
it's
really
true.
good point, actually.
There's not much change. Like, like,
Yeah.
John Cena is, you know, Rock Hard Rod, but like the rest of them, you could even William H. Macy air dicking, like that could be Liam Neeson. Like, I really,
You're not wrong. Yeah,
That is a really good
I do
point.
think you can't change out Channing Tatum or Jonah Hill in the Jump Street movies. I don't think there's a duo. Now that I've seen them, like, I mean, if there was someone else and they started in 21 Jump Street with like a Miles Teller or someone else, maybe that works. But together, they're just so good. They have
that
such a
buddy
chemistry.
cop chemistry is pretty.
The
pretty
chemistry
large
is
there.
really good, yeah, for sure. And actually, that is a really good point that, you know, John Cena doesn't have like an antagonist to bounce off the same way Vince Vaughn was given Ben Stiller something to work with, right? And I think that is what really elevated his performance. Whereas, I don't want to say this one falls short in comparison, but I mean, let's be real. Rock Hard Rod isn't White Goodman.
No, yeah, they're not the same.
As funny as it is. Story, I mean,
Well, the plot's the same as the first for 22. It's infiltrate the dealers, find the suppliers, but dialed up by $200 million. So
They're both pretty thin, but
yeah, like Ricky Stanicky is a bit more of an original plot line. I mean, even the original movie is based off an older TV show for 21
Right.
Jump Street.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Derivative.
Johnny
There's-
Depp show.
yeah, you know, like there's already like, I don't like want to bring it up, but like there's that built-in IP already like with it.
It's
Whereas
true.
like Ricky Stanicky was an original idea and taking a chance on John Cena, who, I mean, he's done Blockers, but like he's not really that big in comedy.
that's
Like,
true. That's another
Yeah.
good point. Yeah.
It's like Stanicki's trying to start like a universe here. Like he's trying to get the Stanicki universe off the ground.
Stanickiverse.
Yeah, the Stanickiverse.
Yeah.
And 22, like you said, it's already got built-in IP, but it's also completely different though than that TV show.
Yeah.
from back in the day. I think that show was much more of like an actual like solve cases kind of thing.
True. You do have Jonah Hill as the draw, though, right? Like, let's be real. Jonah Hill is, I mean, Channing Tatum at this point in 22 is probably bringing in, you know, asses in seats because we saw how funny he was in 21.
Yeah,
but
right.
this is Jonah Hill's bread and butter.
But also, I mean, I feel like it's such a smart move to get Channing Tatum too, because he's coming off Magic Mike, and it's like you're getting all the girlies in seats there. You got Channing Tatum, he's the hot guy, right? And then you also first look at Slim Jonah, fucking Not So Slim Shady in the first one, right? So it's a very interesting like time for both of them when they start these characters in their careers, right?
Fair enough.
I don't know what to do.
I think at this point it's really going to come down to just what made you laugh more.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
This comes down to last per second.
Last per second, and just in everyday conversation, because my personality is guy who quotes movies.
Yes.
I find myself quoting 22 Jump Street much more.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Unfortunately, just boner jams. Just I can't work it into everyday conversation the same way I can.
You're pretty stiff to find an area to work that in.
It's a very select crowd.
I will say too, everything that was funny in 22, it did work for me. Whereas I got a little bit secondhand cringe in the bowling alley when Rapunzel's hair there got stuck.
yeah, that's fair.
And the bowling balls kept coming. I was just like, I need to get out of here.
I gotta go home. Wait, I am.
Also, just the characters aren't as likable.
That's what I said. Andrew Santino. I don't like him.
Like
Yeah.
John Cena's funny in this, but I mean,
No one else is redeemable.
there's no redeemable
A
qualities.
bit like
in them,
40-year-old virgin in that respect. How you're not really rooting for any of them. Are you?
like you realize like these guys have been lying to their partners for years.
Really. Why did he miss the birth of his child?
Yeah,
That was
which is
kinda
really fucked up. Yeah, it's like
That's really
a lot
fucked
of
up.
it is very fucked up when you start to think about it. He's like, yeah, we're gonna ride his cancer right into the World Series.
But then let's also not forget, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill aren't good cops.
They do their best. Channing Tatum's a good cop.
He doesn't know his Miranda rights.
You have a right to an attorney.
You do have the right to
You have
be
the
an
right to a
attorney.
flotation device.
Are you guys ready to crown our champion?
I mean, with the season of dicks, like Ricky Stanicky is kind of just the ultimate dick joke. So
It is. It's another good point for Stanicky.
it's my closing argument for Stanicky.
Did that sway anybody? I will kick it off, and I'm going to vote for 22 Jump Street. Hannah?
Yeah, 22 Jump Street. I don't even know how Ricky got it this far.
It's fair. This is one of those movies where when we put it in at the beginning of the season, like this is going to win, and it did. 22 Jump Street.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in me voting, but it's 22 for me.
There you go.
But I would like to say, more movies like Ricky Stanicky.
Yeah, more. You don't get good comedies without taking swings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
More movies like them. Keep them coming.
So we're at the end here. We did all make our own lists. We ranked from 1 to 16 every single movie that we did this season. And to no surprise, 22 Jump Street did have the highest seed out of all of them. It came in 3 number 1 votes and a number 4 vote. Who's the number 4?
That would be me.
That's really surprising.
I think that's because I put Monty Python 3. I think when I was looking over my list after I'd sent it in, I was like, I think Monty Python's lower than 3 and should be swapped to 22. But yeah.
What was your number 1?
Hundreds of Beavers. I told you I had an agenda, and I strayed away from it right away.
Immediately, yeah.
Moved on from
The
that.
first sign of hardship. He was like, I'm
Abandoned
out.
ship.
I'm out of here.
Ricky Stanicky, though. So we don't actually know who voted for what. Ranking 1 to 16. My wife actually averaged all of the scores, and that's how we got our seeds. I'll read off the rankings here, and then you guys can reveal yourselves. Who gave Ricky Stanicky an 8 seed out of 16?
That was me. And
was
again,
you.
I had a bit of regret after going through my my votes. That was me. Yeah, James.
Somebody gave it a 2 seed.
That was me.
That was Chaps. Hannah, you gave this a 7 out of 16. And it was actually my number 5 movie.
Okay.
So there you go. Averaged out to seed number 3 overall out of 16 movies. So
Yeah.
not a total surprise to see it make the finals, but I think maybe a total surprise to see it as number 3.
Yeah.
Some other fun ones here. Actually, you know what? I'll just start by doing the rankings from top to bottom. So we have number 1 was 22 Jump Street. Number 2 was Monty Python. Number 3 was Ricky Stanicky. Number 4 was Hundreds of Beavers. Number 5, Naked Gun. Number 6, American Pie 2. 7, Friendship. 8, Grandma's Boy.
How the hell did Friendship get so goddamn high?
I'll reveal that after. Number 9, Unbearable Weight. Number 10, 40-Year-Old Virgin. 11, Accepted. 12, Jackass 2. 13, Spaceballs. 14, Lampoons. And can you believe this? Clerks 2 did not come last. It came number 15 with Without a Paddle. Bringing up number 16.
Well, who was that? Who
Clerks
put
2 was
Clerks
last
2
on my
high?
list.
Yeah, who put Clerks 2 high?
So
would be
somebody
me.
here, not to name names, Clerks 2. Okay. Clerks 2 got a 16 from me. It got a 16 from Hannah. It got a 16 from Chaps. It got a 6 from Jim.
Wow. Single
Hey,
digits.
you put Star Wars and Lord of the Rings in a movie, I'm there. Right?
Hannah's right. Single digits. So quite the outlier, really.
To be fair, my like 1 to 10, very, very close. Like a movie was 8, but it could have easily been like 4 for me.
Yeah, I knew which ones were going to be on the bottom right away, but picking the top was definitely what was the struggle.
Yeah, my top 5 was where I was like, okay, what do I do here? And I think I kind of tried to skew a bit more new stuff, just because it was fresh. It was something interesting to see that we haven't rewatched a million times already, right? Kind of thing.
So if you look at our top 5, you do not get one of each. I was going to say, I think maybe a bargain bin slipped in there, but it didn't. So if we look, we got 22 Jump Street, Monty Python, Ricky Stanicky, Hundreds of Beavers, Naked Gun. That's our top 5. So you got a sequel, 3 new news, and a Dadley.
That's good. Yeah, hey. New comedies. Keep them coming.
Are you going to reveal what happened with Friendship?
Yeah, how'd that get up so goddamn high?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Friendship. Friendship. A 12 from Jim, 14 from
Me.
From Chaps, a 5 from Hannah.
Just some background. I forgot it in my original listing when I ranked all the movies. I gave it.
Did you actually like it that much that you put it in your top 5?
So originally I put it as 10 when I put it back into my list. But then I started second guessing myself and I rewatched it like yesterday.
Okay.
And so I messaged Rip's wife and was like, can I change it at the last minute?
Just fuck everything up.
I was like, the beginning gags like are so funny. Like, you know what? On the second watch, like he is pretty
strong.
funny.
It does start kind of strong and then it dies out.
You don't know what I have planned.
Want to see the new Marvel?
It's supposed to be nuts. That fucking coat.
Even when he invites like his friends over, like, or not even his friends, like his office buddies,
Yeah.
like, and they're like, he's going full Hulk. They're like, get out.
Yeah. Some Marvel free zone, guys. Marvel spoiler free zone. I like he's trying to imitate Paul Rudd, and he gets this little dagger, and he's like, imagine this. You're standing in battle with a sword, looking at an army coming your way. What do they say? They're like, that's a sword for girls. I give it a 3 to no surprise. It's
Wow.
It checks out.
despite it not being, Tim Robinson, like written by him, I still thought he was hilarious in it.
Is it just the stupid face that gets you? Like he's like,
I just see. I find his face and stuff like that funny. My biggest gripe with Tim Robinson is and I've always said this. I think his premises are genius. I think he's very smart and clever. I hate when he runs it into the ground by yelling, because they all just get there eventually. Where it's like, I don't know what. It's like sometimes it works.
That was funny.
Sometimes it works.
You
Yeah,
literally
you guys
covering your face.
you guys are so easy. Like I feel like stand-up comedy now. You just got to go up on the mic, and just like yell a bunch.
you get some spit in it too when they yell. Oh, that gets me.
But he's got great premises. Sometimes I think he ruins his own jokes. And I think there's a part in Chair Company where I feel like it's a meta bit where they're listening to this raunchy ass podcast thing. It's just these two guys yelling really loud about like obscene things. I'm like, Tim, this is what you do. And he's in the car and he's like, this is awful. Like, who would ever listen to this? And I'm like, this guy, he knows exactly what he's doing. This bit is made to piss me off.
I do want to touch on one thing too before we wrap up here. Does anybody think we would have a different result if we did a 1-16 instead of doing division matchups? Like, do you think anybody or any movie got screwed, I guess, basically based on the pathway it had to take?
Hundreds of Beavers probably did get screwed.
Do you think so?
I mean, coming from a Beaver hater myself.
But I feel like if you were to put Hundreds of Beavers in the beginning against, like, say, Monty Python, which is like a similar humor type of like situation, like you,
Right.
I still think Monty Python would have edged out. Hundreds
Yeah,
of
that's
Beavers.
true.
You do have the 1-16. What would Beavers have played?
I'm actually doing it right now. So we would have Jump Street take on Without a Paddle, Clerks 2, Monty Python, Ricky Stanicky, National Lampoon's Vacation. Spaceballs would have got Hundreds of Beavers.
I think
Hundreds
Hundreds of
of
Beavers easily would have gotten to another round.
It did make it the next round though, right? So,
Yeah.
So it did beat Friendship. I'm not sure. I would have to do
Yeah,
the
you'd
full
have to do
bracket
a
to
whole
see
bracket,
exactly what it went up against. But you think it would have had a better chance not running into Ricky Stanicky? Yeah,
Believe it or not, Cinderella story.
Of all the fucking movies. It probably would have went up against something like an Accepted or Grandma's Boy in the for its second round.
it probably gets,
Yeah.
it probably makes at least one more round,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Anything else you think?
But also, I think that American Pie 2 wouldn't have gotten so far if it wasn't in the sequels.
It's true. American Pie 2, actually, it had a pretty high seed. Finished 6, so not too bad.
Would have gone against Accepted, is that right?
I believe so. Yeah, Accepted or yes, Accepted. I mean, that's an easy win. I think still. I'm an Accepted hater, but I think
I really enjoyed Accepted. I would have still picked Accepted.
I think I would have picked
American
Accepted
too.
over American Pie as well.
really,
I would have gone Pie.
yeah.
Would have been a.
That would
I
have
would've
been
gone
a
Pie too.
listener.
Like
Yeah.
Accepted has a
draw.
great soundtrack too. Like for comparing that with American Pie, like they have
It
been
would've
too
been a- it
deep
would've
by
been a
Sum
good-
41.
It would have been a good comparison because they kind of have similar, not similar vibes, but like, yeah.
You can do the simple math here off the top of your head, but I'm going to ask you guys anyways. What division do you think was the strongest, just based on scores and rankings?
I think the New was probably the strongest,
New,
right?
It is New by far, yeah.
Yeah.
New, and then sequels, and Dadley were actually tied with Bargain Bin.
Bargain Bin
Class.
makes sense then. Like,
Bargain Bin,
Bargain Bin,
yeah,
Bargain
do
Bin
they
checks
belong
out.
in the Bargain
Yeah, they
Bin?
believe
Yeah.
Those are all those DVDs. You can get them like $1 a pop. Probably get them all for like all 4 for $2.
Any closing thoughts before we sign off here?
It was a good season.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did this. And it's good to have Jim and Hannah back on.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. I
Yeah,
enjoyed the
thank you.
movies this season more so.
Despite all the dick jokes.
I was thinking you could potentially do your different, like have one actor in 4 different movies and kind of rank their own films against each
Right, right,
other.
right.
So say if you had all the Jonah Hills in one division, they could go against each other.
We're actually not taking notes. If anybody is interested in the stats, though, we'll either throw that in the subreddit or on Instagram. Do you want to plug anything? Are you guys up to anything that you want to plug?
Nothing for me to plug.
No. All right. That wraps up season 2. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. You can find us every Wednesday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Letterboxd. The links are in the show notes.